Just when you could throw two punches that sound like one. You could throw a punch, you can hear them. They were two, but they sound like fucking one punch. Oh, they don't understand. Anybody that hears this understand the art of fighting. They know what I'm saying. He threw two punches that sound like one. Now those days are gone. It's empty. I'm nothing. I'm working on being the art of humbleness. Can you be with me? That's the reason why I'm crying, because I'm
My bad, my mic was muted. I didn't even know. Shout out everybody. Welcome back to the chat. You already know. Welcome all our members to the chat. Amy, we got Crafty, we got Hate Love. Shout out everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate you guys showing up today. Appreciate you guys being here for your boy. The lighting is a little off in the studio today. My apologies, but that's okay. We'll be all right. Hopefully you guys are having a good day, man. We got another show live and direct straight for you guys. This first case is going to be about a nurse who executed her husband, allegedly. Let's see what the case entails. Hopefully you guys are having a good day, man. I might be jumping in and out. I'm trying to get an Uber to my house to get cigarettes, but I live so far out the country that I might not have any luck. Damn, Amy, where you at? Where you at right now that you don't have your cigs? Wouldn't it be cheaper to go to a gas station? Wouldn't it be cheaper to just go to a gas station or a smoke shop around you if you're in the city? I think that would be your best bet than taking an Uber all the way home. That might be like a $30 pack of cigarettes. So I would definitely try to just find a store around you, Amy. But appreciate you stopping in and checking in with us. So the first case is from Stranger Crimes and Stranger Stories. Detectives realize this nurse has executed her husband. Hey, Connie, welcome in, girl. Welcome in.
This is Katrina Ben, a traveling nurse who has been brought in for questioning regarding the death of her lover, Eric Suma. Ben lived in the same apartment complex as Suma, and the two bonded over watching basketball games. Suma was a ladies' man and was known to bring a different date home almost every night. Ben who had believed their relationship was becoming serious, was angry and humiliated when she found out. When family and Suma's coworkers couldn't reach him, the police were sent to do a wellness check. They found Suma in his bed, shot execution style in the head.
Sure you don't want any water or anything?
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bagel, have you eaten?
Dang, my boy was a player. He was like, he friend zoned her. Like, basically, he was like, yeah, we can smash, we can hang out, we can watch games together and shit, but you not my chick. Like, I got hella chicks. And then she got mad, thinking they was falling in love. She probably shot dude in his sleep, I'm thinking.
We got some bagels here, so I can offer you that. I'm just gonna grab a cup of water, and as soon as Dimitri gets back here, we'll... Sorry, we don't have better accommodations here.
It's okay. He was right behind me.
Right behind you.
Yeah, and because I didn't see his face straight on. I wasn't trying to look at him directly. I'm not trying to look like I want to know who you are.
Right.
But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe Eric got some weed that time. I don't know. Just thinking forward, it doesn't really make sense like the rest of the night. But anyway, he definitely gave him $60 because he said it. He said that's $60. And they got in that car, we pulled off, went back to the apartment, and it was the beginning of the fourth quarter. We watched the rest.
All right, so basically they was watching a basketball game. Bro went outside to go get some weed. She came with them. They're just trying to document the whole night because she's going to act like she don't know how dude got shot. So they're trying to get the timeline from her.
The rest of the game, we chatted. When the game went off, we were just chatting. He was telling me how Wonder Woman bought 2 cars. Her and her husband bought 2 cars at the dealership that day. Yeah. So we went through his phone looking up pictures of Linda Carter because that was like, we're both 34. We remember that, you know, back in the day, Wonder Woman. And he was telling me about, this guy has so many goals and so many dreams. He was telling me about his agency, and he like updates me on stuff every day. So the neighbor was upset with him. The neighbor is supposed to be his partner. She was his partner. I think she lives to the left.
Oh, now she's trying to blame it on the chick neighbor that was his business partner that he probably was smashing too. So she crazy, bro. She crazy as fuck. He should have never fucked with this lady.
If you're facing his door, I think she's in the apartment to the right.
Immediately?
Hey, Jonathan. Welcome to the chat, my friend. You know we like when the members show up to the live stream. Thank you for showing up.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure, and I can tell you why I think, but yeah, I'm pretty sure she's immediately to the right. Because one night we got a little noisy, and the phone rang. He was like, probably my neighbor telling me we too noisy. But then the conversation was nothing about noise. It was just talking about business, you know.
Guys, if you're new around here, definitely hit that subscribe button. Also, check out our memberships. They start at 99 cents. Great way to support the channel.
And that's it. Have you seen Inka?
I have never seen her.
Okay.
I've never seen her.
Okay.
I didn't even know the partner lived next door until that night.
Okay.
You know.
But that's his partner?
The partner in the business is what he was saying. But on Monday night, he was telling me she's not really a partner. That she just really helped him with one assignment. They had on Friday they met for lunch. And Thursday I spent the night with him. Friday I had to work. So he was telling me what he was going to do Friday. Noon he had to meet with her, and then after that he was...
I thought I gave you one. My bad, Lisa. Shout out, Lisa. Oh, wait, no, you're right. I gave Amy the horn. I thought, man, my bad, Lisa. Shout out, Lisa, man. Welcome to the chat. You know we like when the members show up to the live stream. I didn't see you pop in there.
Going to watch the game with somebody. That was, I think, Miami game. I don't really care about them, so I didn't watch the game with him. But apparently, he showed me on Monday where he sent her, I thought it was an email, but he referred to it as an email. It looks like an email, later referred to it as a text. But anyway, doesn't matter. He said she's upset with me. I haven't really talked to her since Friday because she wants to become a partner. And I was like, well, I thought she was your partner. He said, no, she was just kind of helping me with like policies and procedures because she does something. She's, I don't think she's a nurse, but she does something in like the healthcare field, like behind at the desk, you know. So, he said that she asked him to become a partner, like get paid, because he wasn't paying her. And I didn't see anything wrong with it. I'm like, sounds like she's doing some work. You know, he said, well, read this and tell me what you think about it. So he hands me the phone, shows me the email. And it was very professional. It looked like an email to me.
Okay.
And he said it was an email, but later in the conversation he referred to it as a text. So it's in his phone.
Right.
Just look at his phone. But it was very professional. It took up the whole screen on his phone. It was like his phone's like the same size as mine, and it was professional. He basically told her he didn't want to make her a partner. He wanted to keep the structure simple, and it was a lot said, but it was all professional. You know, he let her down easy.
Okay.
And he said after that he didn't hear from her at all, so he sent her a text asking, "Did you get my text?" That's when he referred to it as a text. And her response was just yes, and that was it.
Okay.
And he hadn't talked to her in a few days, so they weren't on the best of terms. But that was it. We went to bed. I went to sleep. Around 2, I was awakened by, I don't even know what time we went to bed, but excuse me if this is too much information, but we had sex for a while, and I went to sleep. So when I woke up to him talking to somebody. And
she lying. After he went to sleep, she shot his ass in the fucking head, bro. She found out he was talking to that neighbor girl. Like that was he had 2 girlfriend types. You know what I mean? She the jealous type. She thought she was wifey or some shit.
It was a guy. And I don't know how he knew I was woke. Maybe I coughed or something. I don't know. But I rolled over and he opened the bedroom door. He came in. And as he opened the door, I could see who I think is the guy from the apartment, like walk by to go to the couch. So that's who he was talking to. And I asked him what time it was. He didn't have a clock or anything.
I just want to get it right. So you wake up, he's not in bed?
No, he's not in the bed.
I
knew he was on the computer.
Oh, he was
before I went to sleep, he told me he was going to get on the computer.
Okay.
So.
Hey, Lisa. Thank you so much for them jewels. The clapping seal. Eon, eon. I don't even think that's what a seal makes, but that's my closest. That's what I think in my head that it says. But shout out Lisa, man. Thank you for the jewels. Love the gifts. Appreciate you sponsoring today's episode. Guys, you can always sponsor today's episode. It's as simple as a gift, super chat, or any of our links like our Venmo or our Cash App. Definitely shout that out. Appreciate you guys so much for showing us love and keeping us on the air.
I don't know. He just came in the room to see what I was doing. I don't know. He's very, very attentive. But when he opened the door, I could smell weed. He's smoking. He's smoking, and I was just kind of like, don't do that around. I don't want to smell like, I don't want my hair smelling like.
Where is he at where he's smoking? Like, where is he at?
He was smoking in the front. So when the door opened, I could smell the weed. I could see the guy. I can see the thing in his hand. It was like he had a.
She really trying to set the neighbor dude up for murder, bro. What the fuck?
A clear, like, I don't know, Gatorade bottle or something that was empty
That was a donkey? Damn. I wonder what the fuck a seal does. That was a donkey. Well, for Halloween, I don't know if I can afford to get the costumes, but what I want to do, if I can afford it, is I want to be donkey. My wife is taller than me, so she's going to be the dragon, and then we're going to put like a donkey and a dragon outfit on the baby. You know, like from Shrek when they had the dragon donkey babies.
he was putting the ashes in.
So who's this?
A piff? Is that like weed? A spiff? Is that like English weed? Piff? I need a piff. Hate love. You can smoke and watch the show, bro. I'm sure that'll work out. Just bring your phone with you.
Guy.
I don't know who that is, but it looks like the guy that was at the apartment. But I think I've seen him in the building.
What do you mean it looks like the guy that was
at Oakleaf?
Yeah. It looked like him. I mean, I didn't get a good look at
So
him.
it looked like the 420 guy.
Right. I didn't get a good look at him because he just like walked by when the door was being opened.
But he was also.
That don't even make sense, bro. She lying because first she said her dude bought weed when they was watching the game. So why the fuck would he buy weed again? He bought 60. That's probably like an eighth or a quarter, depending on where he's coming from, where they live. That could be anywhere from 3.5 to 7 grams. They watched the game, had sex, and then he went back out to the living room. I don't think he smoked that whole pack already. I don't think there was ever another dude in the house. She shot him while they were sleeping. I'm still going with that.
So smoking?
I didn't see the guy smoking.
Oh, so
I don't know.
So when you're saying the clear bottle, that's all Eric.
That's all Eric. Yeah.
But the guy's there definitely.
He's there.
If you think back, is he wearing the same clothes? You know. Okay, that's fine. Keep going.
Oh, that's cool. You got a little smoking shed. Hey, you be out there. You got a little 420 room. I fuck with it. That's cool.
So I was like, "You're smoking? You know, I don't want to smell like weed. Like I'm black. I'm not gonna go home in a minute and wash my hair and get ready for work all that quick. I'm not gonna, you know." I asked him what time it was, and he said it was 2. Okay. So he put the thing out. I asked him to put it out, and he put it out. He said, "I'll be right back." He went out and put it out and came back and didn't have it. But when he went out to put it out, the guy was. This is how I know I think he owed him money, because he was saying, "I have to go to the ATM. I'll go in a minute. I'll go in a minute." And I couldn't understand what the guy was saying. It wasn't an argument. It just sounded urgent, if that makes sense.
She lying, bro. She couldn't understand what the other guy said because there was no other guy.
You know. Mm-hmm. So Eric comes back in the room. He's not smoking anymore. Doesn't have anything in his hand. And he just lays across the bed. You know, and I was like, "Do I need to leave? Like, you got to go somewhere?" And he was like, "No, you cool. I got to go by the ATM for him before I go to work in the morning." I just heard him say he's about to do it in a few minutes to him. But he's telling me he's going to do it in the morning.
The detectives were able to track down the man based on Ben's description. He denied having ever been in the apartment and told them, "I don't deliver."
Okay. He was like,
"Hey, that's a real ass drug dealer, bro." He told the cops, like, he knew the difference between, a lot of people are stupid. Like, they won't understand the difference between homicide cops or like drug cops or like beat cops. You know what I mean? So they'll just lie and be like, "No, I don't even know, dude." And then that would make them zone in on him because of her story. But the fact that the weed dealer was like, "Yeah, I sell weed. I know, dude, but I don't deliver. I was never in his house. I'm telling you, I don't deliver." Like, the fact that he was that honest about it, that told the police that he wasn't bullshitting. You know what I mean? He wasn't lying for no reason. He was telling the truth.
"It's fine. Just go back to sleep." Okay. He didn't want me to leave. I assumed this guy was going to leave. I don't know.
You could tell she's a butterface. Like, she's got a nice body, probably. Her, you know, for her age, she looks a little bit older, maybe like in her 30s, maybe around my age. But her rack is still perky. She probably got some nice curves to her, but you can't really see because of how old the tape is. But her face don't look very cute. So he probably just used to keep her up at the crib for nighttime usage. You feel me? But she thought they was going somewhere serious.
Eric just laid across the bed, and apparently I fell asleep. When I woke up again, Eric wasn't in the bed. It was 4 something then, because when he came back in the room, I asked again what time is it. He said 4:30. But I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anybody in the front. So I assumed the guy was gone. I stayed in the bed. He comes getting to bed, and around either, it had to be right at 5. Mm-hmm. Eric's in the bed, and I hear somebody using the bathroom. So the guy's still there, obviously. He used the bathroom. I'm a nurse, so I'm going to notice if you use the bathroom, you don't wash your hands. So he used the bathroom. I didn't hear any water running afterwards. He used the bathroom, and then he came and turned the dryer on. He was like in the closet, and he turned the dryer on.
This lie comes back to bite Ben later when the detectives tell her that only her and Suma's DNA is on the dryer.
So I'm thinking that's kind of disrespectful. You know, I have to work. Eric had to work that day, so he had to go to work at 9. Why are you doing laundry at whatever time it is in the morning? You know, I'm not dressed. So the door from between the bedroom and the closet was cracked a little. So I get up and put clothes on. I'm like, I'm just gonna go. I don't even know what time it is, but it was 4:30 when Eric told me last.
Bro, she lying. Why would dog? Like your story don't even make sense. Like, let's say I'm with my girl and my homeboy come over, right? And then we about to go to sleep. And then me and my boy have a conversation. I'm not just gonna go in the bed and go back to sleep with my boy walking around our house. Like that would have already been established before he came over. Like, babe, my homie needs a place to stay tonight. He gonna sleep on the couch. So, like, that would have already happened in the timeline where this was discussed. Nobody's just grown men don't stay over other grown men's house randomly. Like, hey, bro, I'm like that. Like, hey, you got my money? No. All right, I'm just gonna stay the night here. Like, that's not gonna work.
I'm just gonna go. I usually leave 5 something anyway, start getting ready for work. So I go through the closet to the bathroom. Look at the dryer. There's nothing in the dryer. There's nothing even in the dryer. I don't even know why the dryer is on. So I use the bathroom.
This is where they give random details that never happened to try to make it seem like they're telling the truth. But really, it just shows you that they're lying because they keep going on and on about details that really have nothing to do with the story. Like, what the fuck does an empty dryer being on in the middle of the night have anything to do? Honestly, that would fucking hurt your story more because you could lie and be like, I was asleep when it happened. I must have been really sleepy or really drunk. I didn't hear the gunshot. But if you waking up off a dryer, you for sure gonna hear a gunshot.
And I crawl back in the bed. I kiss Eric. He's letting me sleep that hard. He didn't even budge. He didn't budge. So I just left. He hates when I leave without waking him up. But the dude was there. I just left. You know, it was just a little uncomfortable. Let me go. He just seemed a little weird.
Was he sleepy when you left?
He was asleep.
Okay.
He didn't even budge. He doesn't even sleep that hard usually. If I move, he moves. Why are you not asleep? You know, if I move, he moves. He's usually.
Which side of the bed was he on?
He was on the left side. I always sleep on the right side, like by the door. I sleep by the door.
You sleep by the closet?
The closet
side?
door. He was on the other side of the bed,
Okay.
like by the window.
Okay.
So I crawled back in the bed and I kissed him, and I went back through the closet and out the bathroom because then I assumed the guy was on the couch. He didn't have a whole lot of furniture. I assumed the guy was on the couch. And as I walked out the door, he pretty much helped me close the damn door. You know, like get the fuck out. And when I felt the nudge on the door, I thought it was Eric coming behind me because he usually walks me to the door and locks the door. But
you didn't see him come up behind you, like to the front?
No. I went out the
the bathroom
door.
and immediately made a right.
Yeah, like I wasn't trying to look, see him, anything. I was just trying to leave. So I walked out the bathroom door and grabbed the front door. And as I was going out like this, like my hand is pulling the door to, the door started pushing up. Like somebody's trying to help me close the door, you know. I thought it was Eric trying to come to the door, like, where you going? But I saw.
She really trying to make it be like this guy and she left. Like, I don't know, Eric was alive and the guy was in there and I left. And then I don't know what happened.
Like this side of the guy, I just thought it was an Eric, his little skinny arm. So he was closing the door with his right hand and I saw his arm.
Any tattoos or anything? Or?
I didn't notice any tattoos. I don't know. I didn't notice the watch. Doesn't mean it wasn't there. I just wasn't looking for it. You know.
Was it
Skinny
definitely a black arm?
Oh yeah, it was a black
arm?
guy, a skinny guy. Yeah. But the guy, when he walked by the door, bald and little scruffy. I don't really know. I mean, I seen this. I didn't see his face.
How could you see he was bald and he had a scruffy beard, like a 5 o'clock shadow, if you couldn't see through the door, bitch? Do you got x-ray vision? What the fuck is going on?
I saw was a profile at the Oak Leaf place and pretty much profile when he walked by the door when Eric opened the door.
And both those profiles you think are similar?
Yeah, it looked just like him to me. Okay. And I think I've seen the guy in the building, like on the 15th floor, like watching ball with us. Like a lot of people know us from being in there watching the ball games, you know? But I was kind of confused because he was at the, like, I don't know if he lives there, if he lives at the Oak Leaf place. I don't know. I don't know. But I got to work and I text Eric. I don't even know what time it was, but let me go back and see.
That was to try to cover up the murder. She went to work after killing bro, then text his phone like, see, I think he's still alive. I even text him.
I can't believe this.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, for sure, Lisa. Like, you could tell she was probably book smart, but she's retarded when it comes to trying to get away with a murder. Most people are not going to be able to get away with a murder. So the fact that you murdered someone probably shows that you're low level intelligence, but that doesn't mean you don't have an education, that you're not like book smart.
And the like text thing that he showed me, it was like dated or email. It was dated the 1st. I'm just looking at this text messages. 8:23.
You got to work?
No, I get to work at like 7:15, 7:30. I text him at 8:23. And I mean, I don't care if you read this. Maybe a little inappropriate, some of it, but I don't care. But no, that's not inappropriate. I kept it clean on that one. But I did put, like, dude almost hit me in the ass with the door when I left. LOL, you know.
See that?
Right here.
Wow, that's crazy.
She lying, bro. In her brain, she was like, this is gonna make me innocent. They're gonna have no clue I did this shit because I sent this text message.
Ben had the foresight to send that text knowing that she would be interviewed at some point. What she didn't realize is that sending multiple calls or texts as if the victim is still alive is a common misdirection tactic used by killers.
Yeah, she thought that shit was goated. She was like, they'll never figure this out.
And he never responded to my text, which during the day when we both work, it may be a little delayed. You know, we respond to each other, so that wasn't odd.
Lisa, I don't know. Last week and this week has been pretty low in terms of viewer count. Hopefully we can get our momentum back up, though, because we've been having a tough first 2 weeks of this month. I'm not even going to lie to you.
But the thing is, he never called me back that day. He never texted me back that day. And I'm like, we never, like, we're cool. Like,
Right.
I don't know. I was going to Society Lounge that night.
Yeah, I text him and Saltwater on Discord today. They didn't hit me back.
And he was supposed to go into this manager's party. You know, he didn't go Monday because he gave me the option, you want to watch the game tonight or you want to watch the game tomorrow. I'm going to Society Lounge. You do what you want to on Tuesday, you know.
Right.
Because I'll be at Society Lounge for reggae night. So, you know, I didn't talk to him. I knew he had stuff to do after work. I just assumed I'll talk to him tomorrow. Tomorrow came. I've texted him every day. Today's the first day I didn't text him. Because I sent a mean text yesterday saying if I don't hear from you before I leave, because he was supposed to help me move yesterday. And I was like, if I don't hear from you before I leave, pretty much fuck you. You know, you're not going to.
She's sitting here playing this shit all the way out, bruh. She was texting him for a whole week after she killed him. That's crazy.
You're not even going to tell me? You're not going to help me move? Like, so I can make other arrangements?
Did you not see, like, the police around and, like...
I saw, I know it wasn't Thursday. I saw maybe Wednesday when I got off work. I came in, there were 2 police cars. There were no lights or anything. There were 2 police cars when I came in. I think Wednesday. But that was it, you know.
Does
I don't
this guy
know.
look familiar?
Yes.
Who is that?
You better get your man, Lisa.
It looks like him.
Him being...
The 420 guy. You already know, don't you?
That's the guy that you saw at the Oakley that got in the back seat? And that's the guy you saw in the apartment in the morning?
His hair, he didn't have as much hair.
Well,
but yeah, it was
this
a
picture
scruffy.
is not that
Yeah,
recent.
he was like, he didn't have as much hair, but this is this nasty beard.
That's a...
Oh.
you're pretty confident
what
that's
happened?
the person. I got it.
You asked me if I saw the police. Can y'all just please tell me what happened?
Well, like I said, I mean, I think I told you that he was murdered. We still trying to put the timeline together, but obviously, we thought you would.
She didn't even seem that surprised that bro was murdered. She said,
One of the last people to have, been with him. But now, you're telling us that when you left, this guy's with him.
And you've seen this guy in the building, like at 15th floor? Is that the same guy you've seen up there?
Can I see the face picture? Yeah, he looks pretty rough. Yeah.
Now, when you said, I think on the way here, you said he owed somebody some money. What were you referring to?
Because he was talking about the ATM, going to the ATM, and we went to the ATM already.
Okay, so it's not like you heard an argument about him.
It wasn't an argument.
Okay.
It was just like I don't even know if it makes sense. I don't know how else to say it, but it wasn't like they were arguing. They were talking about it, and it just sounded like it was urgent. And Eric was.
How could she hear how urgent it sounded when she said she couldn't even hear dudes say nothing like the other guy? She couldn't make out what he was saying.
Eric's a talker, He was just kind of like, yeah, man, I'll do it. Give me a minute. And then he told me I'll take them in the morning before I go to work. I'm like, you just told me. Because I was like,
Right, Crafty, I agree. Hey, welcome back. Hey, love.
I can go back to my apartment, I'm good. But he was like, no, you okay, go to sleep. So, I mean.
Well.
What did, can you describe, like, the living room?
Yeah.
Eric's, yeah. He had 2 leather couches, tan. The long one's against the back. You walk into the apartment, the kitchen. The long one is against the back of the wall. The shorter one is against the window, like in front of the window.
Okay.
The radio was in the bedroom, because when I come over, we put the radio in the bedroom.
Is that the tall one?
Mm-hmm.
The iPod stand?
What about...
It usually sits between the 2 couches.
Does he have, what about any other, like...
tables or anything?
Decoration?
No tables. He was supposed to give me that damn girl in the kitchen. I
so
love
the girl
that.
was in the kitchen?
Yeah.
I think it was a table at some point.
He's going to give me the girl, huh?
I think it was a table at some point.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love that. I thought that was...
Now she trying to steal his furniture, bro. She killed dude, and now she trying to claim his furniture, bro. That's fucked up.
It's a beautiful piece of art.
But he moved into the kitchen that day?
No, it's been in the kitchen all the time since I've been hanging out with him.
When you guys were watching the game, were you sitting on the sofa? Or
we were on the couch. I always sit on the side where, I don't know, maybe an upside down box or something, but
yeah,
it's something right there.
Did you have a blanket or anything? Or?
Yes, I had a sheet, a brown sheet.
Okay.
Yeah. He always gives me the little sheet because I'm cold. I'm always cold.
Okay.
What about a vacuum cleaner? Remember seeing a vacuum cleaner anywhere?
He had my vacuum. But there's a box. Was that a vacuum box?
Right.
He had my vacuum.
That was your vacuum? Or the box?
No. He uses my vacuum. But I didn't know what was in the box, but it was in the way. It was like right there in the door.
Okay.
It was in the way. Yeah. Because I was thinking he must have bought a vacuum. Because he had been borrowing mine.
Do you remember what, if anything, he was wearing when you last saw him when he was sleeping?
Eric, I think he only had his underwear on. He might have put a t-shirt on. I don't know.
Okay.
But I think he only had his underwear on.
Okay.
Okay, so you still got the asbestos issue in your house, Hate Love? He said, yeah, Fade, even in my house has asbestos. My second shed, it has had it plastered. The guy went and the small into the drains actually hides the smell good. Just a shame I can't go in my actual house. So they're still working on your house to get the asbestos house. Just keep they gonna do a good job. They're gonna do a good job. Hey Bradley, welcome to the chat. Let us know when your coffee shop opens up, man. What up, Bradley? I need to travel out to your coffee shop once it opens up.
He usually doesn't sleep with a t-shirt on, but I don't know. The guy was there, so.
Not to be whatever, but did you wear a condom when you guys?
Oh yeah, we always wear condoms.
Alright.
Yeah. I don't care. You can ask me whatever. I don't care.
So you said, if I recall,
Low key, she cold blooded as hell, bro. She cold blooded as hell. She sitting here talking about some. You can ask. She trying to act all open and honest.
the first time you woke up, you heard this guy in the bathroom.
No, the first time I woke up, they were in the front talking.
Okay.
Eric opened the door, and I saw the guy walk by.
Okay. But at some point, you thought he used the bathroom.
Oh yeah, right before I left. He
You
came.
had the flush.
Right. He didn't wash his hands. He left there and came into the closet and was doing something, stumbled on something because the place is not that clean. So he tripped on something, just like I tripped on something going to the bathroom. And he turned the dryer on. I thought he was doing laundry. You know, there was nothing in the dryer. I walked by to go to the bathroom, like, the fuck are you doing? There was nothing in the dryer.
Do you know if Eric had any valuables, any jewelry?
Eric had a lot of shit. I mean, Eric was fancy.
Would want to.
Suma was making between $10,000 and $20,000 a month and enjoyed a lavish lifestyle. Nothing was missing from his apartment, and there were no signs that anyone had gone through his belongings.
Deal. Jewelry.
Damn, bro, what was dude doing? That's hella money, bro. That's a lot of fucking money. Bro was mad successful.
I don't know.
Stash of cash. Did he have any drugs in
I don't
the
think he had any
closet?
cash because he had to go to the ATM. Drugs, I don't think he... The weed was new to me. I can't see...
That's the
I
first
couldn't see
time
him... Yeah.
you saw him with any weed or talking
Yeah.
about weed and all that.
Because he
Was that
told me,
money?
he was like, I did something stupid a few days ago. I smoked some weed. You know,
Hold up, didn't earlier she say they smoke weed together and watch basketball? Or am I tripping? Didn't she say that?
I mean, I don't know if that's something he always did, but
Mhm.
that was the first time he mentioned it to me.
So are they providing you with like somewhere else to stay until your home's asbestos free, hate love?
You know.
Do you know where his phone was at? Was it charging? Was it?
I don't know. But whenever I asked him what time it was, he always looked at his phone. Last time I saw it was in his hand. He looked at his phone.
What kind of phone did he have? Or
Could be, Jonathan. He could have been moving weight. That's a lot of money, man. He was a big player then.
It was like mine, but smaller.
was it black or gray or dark color like that?
It was in a blue case.
Blue case.
Hmm.
How about
But I
a
think
wallet?
it was-
Did he carry a wallet?
I don't know. I don't know. He always had money like laying on the counter though, so I don't know if he.
How much money?
Oh, I don't know. Like before
like,
going to
what
his
is it?
apartment, like you go in and you empty your pockets, it'd be like
Yeah.
$1 or $2
Oh, okay.
just laying on the
Yeah.
counter. So I don't know if he actually carried a wallet because his
Right.
money would always be loose.
Did you
But
guys?
there was no money there that night.
Did you guys eat or drink anything that day?
He actually went got I'd already eaten. I take late lunches at work.
Mm-hmm.
Like 4:30. I get off at 6. I may eat 4:35, 5:30, or just leave early.
Mhm.
He had actually went and got something to eat from somewhere near, and he had a half a sandwich in the fridge for me, but I don't eat hardly, so I didn't eat it. So my sandwich was in the fridge, but he told me that it was like a burger. He was eating a burger, and he said I have half a sandwich in there for you. He's always trying to make me eat something. I just lost 15 pounds. I'm good.
What about drinking anything?
We always drink wine.
She don't seem like at all surprised that he was dead, bro. There was no tears. There was just that initial, and then that was it, bro. This whole time she has just been bullshitting.
The beginning, like he's never called me that many times. He called me like 7 times, I think I counted. Sunday, trying to come over. In the beginning, he called me trying to come over because he was hungry and he wanted to come and eat whatever I cooked the night before. And I was pissed off because we went to the game the night before, so I was starved. You know, that's what I was thinking.
Right.
So he called me a couple more times, and then he ended up telling me he was in Virginia. A nephew had a basketball game. I don't know. He's a man. He could have been lying about that too. I don't know, but he kept calling. Wherever he was, he kept calling. And it was I just pulled my phone out. I don't remember. I know it was after midnight.
Joanne, welcome to the chat, my friend. Good to see you stopping by. I don't know what's going on with YouTube's notifications, but ever since our channel got taken down and we had to appeal it, it seems like there's been a shadow ban on us or something. Like we're not seeing as many people in the chat, and I'm getting multiple members who telling me they're not getting notifications when we go live. So make sure at the very least you have your notifications set to all and not personalized, and that'll allow you to get here a lot easier. Ingrid, what's up, girl? What up, Ingrid? What up, Ingrid? Welcome to the chat. You know you got my favorite dog picture. My favorite dog, the little tough Chihuahua. You know what I'm saying? We rock with Ingrid, man. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for showing up today. What else? Oh, hey, I'm sorry, bro. He said no fade. They're not helping me at all. Insurance is taking long. I have to make my own arrangements. I can't get counsel placed for a few months because I own my house. No one helps, bro. It's just life. Damn, that sucks. So in the UK, your insurance isn't going to, I'm pretty sure in America, the insurance has to provide you with something. Like that's wild. That's really wild. But man, I'm glad we getting members showing up to the stream. You know what I'm saying? Keep spreading the love. Just to update, this lady is a nurse. She allegedly executed her boyfriend, who she thought was a serious boyfriend, but he had multiple girlfriends. He seemed like the player type. She then came up, corroborated a story that her and her boyfriend were sleeping. Then another man came over. Then she left in the morning to go to work with that man still at the house. And she never heard back from her boyfriend after that. Supposedly, the police just told her that he was murdered and she didn't know. She showed no reaction. She's pretty damn guilty. Her story has had holes into it this whole time. We've been on stream for about 40 minutes.
When he finally got there.
If you don't have to remember a specific time, I'm just generally trying to piece together Sunday.
But from after midnight, he was at my place. He stayed at my place until like 6:30 the next morning.
Okay. And there was never any conversations between the two of you about him owing somebody money, having a disagreement with someone?
As far as I knew, Eric didn't have any money
woman,
problems.
Anything at all?
Mm-mm.
Do you know of any other girlfriends
There was
he
an
had?
angry woman. Mm-mm. I know Eric was a ladies' man because when we first started hanging out, it wasn't like we were trying to date each other. It wasn't like that. He would answer the phone. He would hang up on people. You know, I heard that. Like I witnessed that. You know, so I'd call him lover boy or something. He hated it, but I mean, that's what it was. And then we ended up being interested in one another. And he ended up pursuing me. Like, you can look at it. I don't care. You can look at it. Like, Eric called me far more than I ever called him.
Right.
You know. Like,
what was the plan when you moved? Were you guys still going to see each other sometimes and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was supposed to help.
For me, both. Ingrid, I don't even care about the health benefits of stopping vaping and stopping smoking. It's just the financial aspect of it is I wish I could stop. Like, I wish, like, motherfuckers be spending $10 to $20 a day on cigarettes or vapes. You know what I mean? Like, that shit adds up.
Help me move.
Right, I remember you saying
He was talking more about it than I was.
Right.
So.
Were there any males in the building that he was friends with that you know of, or
he was friendly with everyone? I mean, there was so many people that would be on the 15.
Ingrid, I hope you can quit. I hope you can quit, because if you quit, that'll give me the boost to try to quit myself.
Before watching the game, he talked to everybody.
Was there some people more than others at the 15th floor that he seemed to be closer to? Because, I mean, we're just trying to figure out anybody at all we can talk to that might shed some little piece of information that can help us.
I don't know. Just look at his phone and see if he was talking to somebody after I went to bed. I don't know what time the game went off, but we chatted.
I smoke weed and I drink occasionally, but not. I don't drink like every week or every day. But yeah, the only thing I pretty much do every day is my nicotine, bro. But I need to stop because that shit's expensive. I just like it, bro. I'm hooked.
Maybe 20, 30 minutes, went to bed. An hour later, he was back up doing, I don't know if he was on the phone with someone. He told me he was on the computer for a while. I don't check his computer, check his phone.
Did he say what he was doing on the computer? Was it?
He calls it going to work because he has the staffing company that he was trying to start. So he does whatever he does on the computer with that, you know, sometimes.
Suma was ambitious, and although he enjoyed his current job, he was eager to work for himself. The police checked to see if he might have made an enemy during one of his business deals, but they were unable to find anyone with a motive.
See, bro wasn't a drug dealer. He was like he was a businessman. He looked like I don't know, maybe he worked in a corporate office somewhere.
So I don't know, maybe he's dating online. I don't know. Check the computer. But yeah, he was a ladies' man. Could have been some angry women. Yeah. Keeps keeping me happy. It is what it is.
Yeah, I'm the same way, Ingrid. I'll drink like for an occasion, like if we're social or shit like that, but I can't drink every day, bro. I just don't like the way being drunk makes me feel. And plus I get really bad hangovers.
Well, my part of it is like forensic part, and that's why I was asking about the food, because one thing we're gonna do is do the fingerprints and all that stuff. So at some point, have you ever been fingerprinted before? For a job? At some point, maybe not now, but we might need elimination fingerprints from you, because there's going to be a ton of fingerprints in this apartment. So we'll eliminate people that belong in this apartment and hopefully find a print of somebody that doesn't belong, like the 420 guy. He would have touched a bottle of wine, right?
Eric, definitely.
Eric.
I didn't touch his wine.
What did his glass look like? Because there was, I think, several glasses there.
Yeah.
Was one of them yours?
No, I brought my wine. You asked me this.
Right, no, I mean, like,
I brought my wine
and you
glass.
took it back.
Yes.
When did you take
I'm
it back?
not lying. Like,
No,
you
when
asked
did
me
you-
anything. I
like,
just
when
feel
did
like
you-
you guys want to catch me in something.
No, when did you take it back?
If that she knows, the fact that she brings that up lets me know that she feels like they're starting to catch her up on her shit, because in the first interview she was a lot less like combative, and you could see now she's starting to get annoyed and panic about the questions they're asking, because they're kind of zoning in on her with the DNA, and they're going to let her know that the person she made up, there's no third DNA. There's just her DNA and the guy's whose apartment DNA it was. No third drug dealer DNA.
When I left.
Like when?
That morning when I left. Like, I don't understand what you're asking me.
But what was the glass?
The glass was in the bedroom.
It was in the bedroom?
Yeah.
Okay, you took the glass with you in the bedroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like, everything comes into the bedroom with me.
Okay.
My clothes, my purse.
We're just trying to get a sense
Ingrid, you got a good husband. Shout out Ingrid's husband.
of what it looked like when you left as compared to what it looked like when we got there, so we know what's
Yeah, 'cause
out
we-
of
And I don't
Hey, Don. Hey, shout out Don, man. Welcome to the chat. Oh, whatever. Welcome to the chat. Ivan, this is not a political channel, so I'm gonna have to take that down. But welcome to the chat, my boy.
know.
That's
I
like
don't know
the,
what
that's like the
happened,
girl.
like-
We initially thought that was weird that the girl was in the kitchen, but you explained it that the girl was in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Well, like to us that looked weird,
Right,
but we
yeah.
had no idea.
That
It
wouldn't
looks
be-
weird to me too.
Right.
I thought it would be better in the
So
bedroom.
that's
Don, I thought you was a member. Whatever. That's okay. This lady killed her boyfriend. She's a nurse. She killed her boyfriend. Her boyfriend was a player. He was like, "You not my boyfriend. You just my homegirl." She wanted to take things more serious. So I think she executed him in his sleep. She shot him while he was sleeping.
That's something we
He
asked
wants it in
the
the
question because you were familiar with the layout.
Yeah.
Is that where she was, or did the killer move that? You know, if something looks out of place, we have to find out why, and if it's involved with what happened. So that's why we ask these weird
Okay.
questions.
Because we do unfortunately we don't have a video camera in the apartment, so we can't we don't know what would it look like before.
When the guy went in the closet and did the dryer thing, do you have a sense of how much time he spent in the closet? Did it seem like he was looking around in there and stuff, or getting into things, or was it just a...
He wasn't in there a long time. Just long enough for somebody to... He tripped on something when he came in, fumbled with something, and then he turned the dryer on. I thought he was putting clothes in the dryer. I don't know.
Right.
And like I said, when I went through to go to the bathroom, there was nothing in the dryer. I didn't see anything in the dryer.
And that was at what time, approximately? Like, I think he said 4-ish?
I think she turned on the dryer. I think she turned on the dryer to try and mask the sound of the gunshot.
5 maybe. It was right before I left.
That's
It had
what
to be 5,
caused
something.
you to wake up, and
Right.
I think he said you couldn't go back to sleep or whatever, decided to leave. And Eric's out cold at that point, right? Sound asleep.
Yeah.
Do you remember what time Eric finally came back to bed?
4:30.
And,
So I asked him what time it was. He said 4:30.
okay.
Yeah, it's an older tape, I believe. It's really pixelated, the tape.
Didn't say what he'd been doing or where he went or anything like that.
I didn't care. It was 4:30.
Did you have any indication whether he actually left the apartment while you were sleeping and came back?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Well, you know, we told you when we were watching.
Yeah, sickle cell, that can be scary, Ingrid. I'm glad you stopped drinking. That'll help you a lot.
And when I told you, like, it's cool, like initially when I said don't go back, but then I said it's cool for you to, we ended up arresting him actually. How sure are you that, is he the same guy? I know the 420 guy is the one that sold you weed. How sure are you that he's the guy?
No
in the
one
apartment?
sold me weed.
No, I'm sorry. You
I don't even
meaning
know
you-
if he sold Eric weed.
Yeah,
Eric
you-
gave him $60.
You as in you two together, like that's what I mean. I don't mean you.
No,
Sorry,
he didn't sell.
it's been a
me.
long.
That's what they always do, bro. Like, they always take those general terms and try to focus in on those. Like, he was like, hey, are you sure that's the guy that sold y'all weed? And she's like, I didn't buy no weed. Like, that's not what he's saying. He's not saying you bought weed. He's just saying, are you for sure this is the same guy that Eric got weed while you were with him? Like, you know what I mean?
Weed,
It's been a
nothing.
long 4 days. We've been
And I
out.
didn't even see him give Eric weed. Eric gave him $60.
Okay.
I only know that
I'm
because
sorry.
Eric said that's 60.
All right, so when you go over there to the apartment on Oak Leaf, the guy, the picture that you saw, right? Is he the guy that was at the Oak Leaf apartment, or is he the guy that's in Eric's apartment, or both? I guess that's what I'm asking.
Like I said before, I saw his profile. When he was going back in the building, I turned and looked, and that I described the guy to you before you brought the picture into the room. So when you brought the picture in here,
I think he just stopped in to say hi real quick, Lisa. He's trying to open a business, so he's been real busy lately. That's what he told me.
that looked like the guy. I think I saw the profile picture first. It looked like the guy, except he had more hair on your picture. It looked like him. The face shot.
I'd say again, the guy had more hair now,
No,
or
on
the
your
guy in the picture had more.
Right,
Okay.
and he said it was an old picture. I said it looks like him, except there's more hair. I didn't know if you had already arrested the guy that
Right,
day.
right,
I
right.
didn't
No,
know.
I understand.
I said he has too much hair. He didn't have that much hair, and he said, well, it's an old picture. Okay. All I saw in the apartment was a profile, because Eric opens the door and the guy goes by. That's all I saw. It looked like the same person to me.
Her story don't make sense. How can you say his face looks the same, but he has more hair in the picture? But when you say you didn't see his face, you just saw his profile. That's a side view and walking. And supposedly you were just waking up. There's no way you could identify that man.
Okay.
That's why I was thinking it's weird. Like, why is he here now when we were just there, a couple of hours ago? Why is he here? I don't know. I've never seen him in the apartment. Looks like a guy I've seen on the 15th floor. More than once. So,
Are you?
I don't know. I can't say for
Are
sure.
you tired today?
I'm very tired.
'Cause you
I've been
seem
crying
Like, I know.
all
I can tell
night
because
and all morning.
you seem a lot like yesterday. I don't know if it hasn't hit you, but today you seem a lot more like defensive.
That was the first thing I said. She seems way more defensive. She knows that they're starting to zone in on her.
I don't know why.
I didn't know he got shot. I didn't know he got. I did not know.
Well, you didn't ask.
I did. I asked you what happened, and this is stuff that was in the news. Like,
But we still don't know what happened. Like, how can I tell you what happened if I don't know what happened?
you knew he was shot. I mean, I understand.
Well, yeah, I don't know
you
if
can't
you
tell me
meant that.
everything,
Yeah, I don't know if
but-
you meant that. Like, when you said what happened, it was such an open-ended question that I didn't know whether you meant, was he shot, was he stabbed, was he...
Ingrid! Ingrid going crazy in the chat. Thank you for the gifts. Thumbs up back to you. High five. And thank you for keeping it 100.
You know, beat. Like
And I'll
you
tell
said.
you something else about that. The way people are murdered is something that we never want to release to the public. And that was
a
something
mistake.
that our media
And
people screwed up.
I'm very intelligent. Please understand.
We see that.
I'm
We
very
understand
intelligent. I understand you can't just tell me, blah, 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 he was shot, he was in the hallway on the floor. You can't
But-
tell me that, because what if I'm guilty and I come in and I say, yeah, he was shot on the floor in the hallway.
But seriously, I don't know
But-
what you meant. When you said what happened, I thought it was
But I
like...
mean, it was in the news. I didn't even know it was in
And
the
that's
news.
what I'm telling you.
You know, I don't watch
We're-
the news.
We're
so.
pissed off that got in the news.
Hey, yo, shout out to today's sponsors. We got Ingrid and Lisa both sent in some really good gifts. Thank you guys. If you want to help sponsor today's episode, just hit our Cash App, Super Chat, or a gift, you know, whatever you want to do. It always helps out the channel. Thank you guys so much. I love and appreciate you.
News
I
because
Googled it, and then
nobody's supposed to know that.
it said at
But
least
somebody-
one gunshot. So
somebody
he shot
outside
multiple
of
times.
our
He's, you
office.
know,
Somebody outside of our office released that information, and that just hinders our investigation. You know what I mean? Do you remember what clothes Eric was wearing that night?
Eric had on some gray, almost shiny pants. They were kind of well fitted.
Shorts
And
or long pants?
They were long pants.
Okay.
I feel that happens all the time, Ingrid. Nurses be swearing they doctors. Like nurses be like, I'm a nurse. I went to school for this. Like they feel like they so smart. But in reality, if you was that smart, you know what I'm saying, you'd be like a scientist or something. Like I think being a nurse just means that, like, for the most part, there's some crappy nurses, don't get me wrong. But for the most part, I think being a nurse means that, like, you have a big heart. Like you want to help people. You want to be hand to hand helping the sick. You know what I mean? It's more of you care for people than your actual intelligence, if that makes sense.
The tan, like moccasin-like shoes, I don't know what they call them.
Mhm.
We call them moccasin shoes in the South. And his shirt, I think it was colorful, like blue or something.
Like a polo or a button up or
A button-up.
button up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Long sleeve, short sleeve. Do you remember?
I think it was long sleeve.
And that is when you guys were watching the game and all that.
No, that's when we got ready to go. Because when we watching the game, he just walks around in his boxers, and I think he had on like blue t-shirt.
My boy said, my pops got his LPN and he is a moron. What's the LPN? Is that a nursing degree? Oh, practitioner. Licensed practitioner nurse. Is that what it is? A nurse's practitioner? So he could like start his own practice type shit.
Okay.
His
I think one of my in-laws is a nurse and she's trying to be a practitioner. And then my kids told me that their mom, who's a nurse, is trying to switch into like cybersecurity or something, but I don't talk to her.
briefs and like these blue shorts that probably come to his knees is what he usually wears in the house.
Okay. And at 2:30 or so, when you wake up and you see the guy, what's he wearing then? Same thing or something?
He had
different?
the shorts and the t-shirt.
Okay. And then how about at 4:30, whenever he comes back to bed?
When he gets in the bed, he takes it off. He had on underwear.
Okay.
When Suma's body was found, he was in bed, only wearing his underwear. It appeared he had been shot while he was asleep.
I told you that, bro. I told you that. When they said he got shot execution style in the beginning, I said there's no way this woman would be able to overpower him and shoot him in the back of his head unless he was sleeping. So she for sure did this shit.
His hands were
Allegedly.
tucked under his chin and holding the sheet.
Why do you think he was so cool with this dude?
Yeah, bro was sleeping on his stomach. He was sleeping on his stomach like this, and then she shot him in the back of the head.
Like,
It's cool with everybody. He's cool with
that's why we
everybody.
asked you whether there were other people in his apartment before where.
Hey guys, make sure you're double tapping them screens, man. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 10,000 subs, guys. The only way we can get there is by you pushing that button. That's why I always let you know you guys are the star of this show. I'm just your co-host. Let's keep it moving.
Have you seen it where he would let some dude like stay in there, like with his girl, or you know?
No.
So no idea why he was so cool with this dude, and let him kind of.
It was uncomfortable for me because I didn't know the guy.
That's what's the weirdest thing for us is he's got you. You know, you guys are hanging out.
Yeah,
having
and
kind of a
I
date night.
actually said,
And then
do I need to go or something like that? Because I
Right.
heard him saying he had to go to the ATM. He was like, no, he's cool. I'll do this in the morning. He didn't want me to leave. Like I wanted.
Her story don't make sense, bro. No dude would ever let another dude in the house when they got a female over that his female doesn't know. Especially for the night, bro. Like to stay the night, bro. We've already went over this.
I started to leave then. He didn't want me to go.
Right.
But
So it leads us to believe that it's somebody that he knows pretty well if he's comfortable to have him
yeah,
there
he got
when
in the
you're
bed
there,
and he went to sleep.
and
So
to
I
go
would
to
think
sleep.
so too.
Right. So that's where we're really at a loss. And that's why we're like trying to really press to find out other people he knows and hangs out with and all that stuff. Did he ever bring any of his boys around you?
Mm-mm. No.
Okay. Do you remember any phone calls he made, like say after midnight that night?
Mm-mm.
Because there's a couple like unknown numbers that we're trying to figure out who
really?
they were. Yeah.
Midnight. I don't know. The last call that I remember was the wheel or the whip guy, whatever his name is, the one that looks like the guy in the picture.
And
I
that
went to
was-
sleep after sex, so he might have been up on the phone. I have no idea.
Right. Okay.
I have no idea.
Can you send me? Remember you said there's a way for you to send me those text messages because we can match it up with the phones, and at least that'll give us a better timeline. Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't have to, just whatever. Okay. Do you need my email for that? Or how does that work? Yeah. Do you have one of my cards?
I do.
Oh well, my email's on the bottom. Oh, you see.
She lying. She not finna send none of these messages, bro. She not finna send none of these messages, bro. She lying.
Seems so almost out of it.
Have you been able to talk
Exactly, Ingrid. Exactly.
to anybody?
Talked to my agent this morning. Talked to my dad last night. Last night. What is today? Monday.
Oh, your agent. for your
Saturday
nursing
night,
home.
I talked to my agent to tell them I was leaving the keys with you guys.
Right.
Finally told my dad Saturday night. Dad's 64, you know. Doesn't need to be scared and worried about me. But now he is.
Well, we got the 420 guy, which is good.
He's been charged with other stuff, not the murder.
And we just don't have enough.
We got him on
And
drug
that's why.
charges.
That's why you're here. We just like. Well, you're not the only person.
Damn, that's fucked up. You think they lying to her that they got the 420 guy? They literally said they have no charges to get, like, to associate the 420 guy to the murder. So now they're arresting him on drug charges when they already probably told him, bro, we don't care about the drugs. Just tell us what happened. So, bro, this lady is fucked up. That's crazy.
We brought other people here. Well, they came stop by. Just
Maybe the
saying-
girl that he was with
just so don't-
Saturday knows more, because
we've
Well,
I
that's
don't-
why we're trying to figure out who she is. All we have is her own video at society.
Yeah, she looks like I don't want to say heavy set, but like a bigger Hispanic looking female.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't take it like
They may be.
don't take it personally. Like we try to press you or anything. It's like, I know you're tired, but like that's not what we're trying to do. Trust me, that's not.
There might be one little piece of information that we're able to, get you to remember that can.
And it happened before.
That's why, like the conversation they were having, if there's anything specific that might not seem important to you, it might really be important to us,
So with the 420 guy, so I mean the question basically is going to come down to, I mean, would you be able to safely say he's the guy or not?
I don't know. I don't want to accuse somebody that didn't do it,
We'll put a percentage on it of certainty.
I mean, could I see him in a lineup so I could see the actual profile of the guy? I mean, I don't know. I mean, could you show me a picture?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ingrid. I think she's, I don't know, she just says she's a nurse. So probably an RN or maybe even a CNA. A lot of times people will call CNA people nurses as well. So I'm not sure what type of nurse she actually is. But she does work at the hospital and she works 12-hour shifts. So I'm gonna say she's an RN, just guessing. But yeah, I think she wanted something serious from that dude. He had a good job, he had a nice place, he had money, he was swaggy. Other ladies wanted him. Hey baby. She wanted to be his only girlfriend, but he was living his life, bro. He had too much going for him to spend half of his money on this lady.
Be able to arrange for that. That's actually.
And we're not trying to pin you down to say that was 100% him, but we're just trying to get a sense of the level.
Yeah, she's trying to pin the murder on the 420 guy. On the 420 guy, the weed dealer that they keep bringing up, she's trying to pin the murder on him. But he was never in that house that night.
Of certainty that you have.
Because the last thing we want to do is, and that's why he hasn't been charged.
We don't want to charge somebody falsely either, But there's certainly some pretty good reasonable suspicion about him,
I don't even think they got him locked up. I think they're just lying. They saw how defensive she was earlier in this interview, and now they're saying stuff like, he's really suspicious. We just need something more from you to, connect it all together. But really, they're trying to give her stuff on herself. Hey, baby girl, I'm going to get you.
When have you started at Hopkins yet? When do you start up there?
I start Tuesday, tomorrow.
So you're done with NIH now for the time being, unless a job comes through. When will you find out about that?
I don't know. I may have to just wait and reapply. I applied for the wrong thing, so I don't know.
So he's on that computer a lot, right?
Yeah.
What kind? Was it the desktop or the laptop?
I have no idea. I've never been in the room, never looked at it.
All right.
I walk in the door, I just walk straight to the couch.
All right.
So she been in every room except for his office in this house. That's weird to me because when I'm in my office, my wife all the time comes in here just to see how I'm doing, just to check up on me, just to say, hey, how's the show going? Or how's it doing? Are you editing videos? Just to see what I'm doing. Same thing with me. Like, if I don't know where she's at in the house, I go find her. Like, hey, what you up to? You know what I mean? There's just no reason, even if they didn't live together, there's no reason that she would have never, ever stuck her head into that office. Her story just don't make sense.
Is there anything else that you thought of since we talked the other day that...
No.
Yo, Snoop. Welcome to the chat. You know, we like when the members show up to the live stream. Hey, you been sipping, Lisa? Get your sip on, girl. Have a good time.
I'm sure you probably played that night through your mind 100 times.
Over and over again. Especially when I find out I can't make it to work. Yeah.
You going back to Baltimore County from here? All right. Well, actually, I'm glad I was able to prevent you from going to that building that day, because like I said, he was on the move and.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I think the management there is fantastic. They've been really helpful.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know who else saw us walking around with you the other days, and we don't want people talking and stuff like that. So it's better just to meet here. And
We'll actually going back there tonight. Like I said, we'll turn everything. And do they owe you anything or?
No.
All right.
There's a good chance we may need to have you in to talk again. As the investigation
That's
goes
fine.
forward,
And like I said, we might have to get your prints
pieces.
too.
My prints gonna be all through there.
Yeah,
They're all in
and
his apartment.
That's why we need to. It's easier to streamline who we need to look at by eliminating the people we know should have been in there.
Right, Snoop. But you knew what was in their room. You knew what their bedroom looked like. You knew if they had a computer in there.
We're even gonna have like his other friend that's actually coming tonight, I think, because we know he's been in the apartment. Sometimes, I mean, once in a while, depending on how long they live there, we even get like private residence. Because it's just sometimes there's like 100 prints in the apartment, and that's.
I think the guy was a good guy. I don't think he was a trashy guy. I think she was trash. He seemed to be like some type of businessman. He had a corporate job. He was making $20,000 to $40,000 a month. He had a high-rise condo. Everybody liked him. It seemed like, she just wanted more out of him than he wanted out of her. That doesn't necessarily make him a bad guy in my eyes. That just means she couldn't pick up on the clues. Like, as a girl, just because a man sleeps with you, that doesn't mean he cares about you or likes you or even wants you around him. Like, women, especially younger women and girls, misconstrued physical attention with emotional connection. And those two are not the same. And just because someone doesn't give you emotional connection, that doesn't mean they're a bad person. That just means you're not the person they want to emotionally connect with.
That's like you gotta.
No, it's okay, Lisa. I get it. We all come in. I'm here to keep you posted. You know what I mean?
Go through all that.
You never knew him.
Snoop, this lady executed her boyfriend, the guy her friend with benefits, let's say. She it looks like she shot him in his sleep while she was staying the night with him. I think what's gonna come out is she's gonna find out that he had hella chicks, probably like 2 or 3 girlfriends that came over to the house. She got mad, got jealous. She wanted to be his main, so she killed him.
Or he's never talked about or given any indication he used any other drugs, right? Coke or anything like that.
I was surprised about the marijuana.
Right.
Nope.
Did it smell just like marijuana, or was it like, because people smoke dope, boat, all that?
I don't know anything but marijuana. I've smelled marijuana 100 times because I know a lot of people that smoke it.
Sure.
I've never touched it in my life, but I know what it smells like. It was marijuana. If it had something in it,
I low-key wish I would have never started smoking weed. Because weed is why I started smoking cigarettes. Oh, no, flip it back. If I would have never smoked cigarettes, I would have never smoked weed. Yeah, flip it back. I smoked a cigarette when I was like 18 one time, and I got lightheaded as shit. And then I was like, what's weed like? And then I smoked weed, and I was high. I think I smoked a little piece of a joint, bro. And I was high for like so long that I didn't want to be high no more. But ever since then, I've been smoking.
I don't know, because he was sure sleeping hard as hell. He never sleeps that hard.
Would that be typical for him to like be up that late, like 4 o'clock in the morning?
Eric usually 4 o'clock. No, that's not typical for him.
Especially like on a Monday night. I'm assuming he had to go to work the next morning.
Yeah. Only if we're being active. Yeah. But just I'm usually a night nurse, so I tend to be awake. And sometimes I wake him up if I'm moving, turning over or something. And he's like, why are you awake? And he goes right back to sleep. You know, you okay? Everything okay? You need something? He goes right back to sleep. He's not just up. He was restless. He was very,
Right.
he seemed kind of restless.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like something was definitely
Yeah, they make it sound
out
something.
of sorts that night for him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Her story don't make no sense. Because if your partner's a light sleeper, that doesn't mean they restless. That just means they a light sleeper.
It was like the beginning of the night, he was so excited, like not like him, like unnaturally excited. Like he was.
Give me an example of that. What was he doing?
He was just hype. He was just so hype. You know, he was just like, you ready to have fun tonight? Of course, I'm always ready to have fun. You know, you're about to watch the game, talking shit, you know. He just, when we left to go to Oakleaf or whatever that was, we went to the ATM. He stopped at the east side of the building first. And then when he came back and was getting ready to pull off, he was like, don't talk about my music. And he blasted the radio. He was just driving crazy.
Lisa, I never use a grinder. I just break it up with my hands. I just rip it.
Like, I'm surprised we didn't get stopped by the police or have an accident. It was just like he was free as a bird. He was just so hyped and excited. You know, I don't know. It was just the whole night he was just excited.
The police questioned Suma's family, friends, and coworkers. None of them noticed anything unusual about his behavior. Ben's insistence on this point gave the detectives another reason to question her story.
See, she just giving details that don't make no sense or that don't align with anyone else. Like, she keeps going on these tangents about shit that never actually happened. And that's like the number one way that they find out that your story is bullshit. When you be going off into these tangents that really have nothing to do with the story.
Did he make it sound at all he was expecting somebody that night?
No.
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 Did he ever talk about going to Philadelphia?
Dang, hey, you had to fly all the way back to the UK. Snoop didn't pick you up. Dang, Snoop.
Yeah.
Nope. Not with me.
Or Jersey or anywhere?
Not with me. Mm-mm. Never heard him say that. Eric had a lot going on. I don't know. I'm sorry.
What about at society? Was there anybody there, like either that worked there or hung out there a lot that he was tight with?
I never went to society with him. I go to society with my other friends. I've never gone there with him.
You ever seen him there?
Never seen him there. Mm-mm.
That seems like the place to be in downtown Spring.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he was there Saturday night. We know that.
Yeah. That's his spot. So I do know he goes there. But I've never seen him there. We've never been there together.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me take this.
Responding to text, I just thought, hey, he's just doing what he does.
What was he saying? Did they try to talk about marriage and all that? Or?
Yeah, I talked about future and...
No, you was talking about future. Yeah, she was saying that he was talking about marriage and future. No, you was. Bro was living his best life, bro. He didn't have no kids. He made like over 100 bands a year. He had multiple chicks. He had his own thing. He wasn't reliant on nobody else. Like, he didn't need your help.
all the stuff that we could do together. And
Because that's kind of the same thing he was telling his family about you. I guess maybe that's why he's saying it.
And see, that was just, I don't know, when I heard him talking to his brother on speakerphone that night, and he said what he said, you know, the girl I've been, you know, my beautiful girl, whatever he said, that I've been telling you about. I was kind of thinking, what's he been telling him about me? Because I want to believe him. I mean, he's a good guy, but I mean, I knew he was a ladies' man. I'm not stupid.
Did he ever tell you about any kids he had?
He told me he didn't have kids. He has kids?
I don't know if he does or not.
Oh, he told me he didn't have kids. He was like, you don't have kids, I don't have kids. Yeah, he was like, he said it would be perfect. You don't have kids, I don't have kids. We're like, I'm like 30 days older than you. And he was just so, you know, he even said, I bet I think about you more than you think about me. He always said stuff like that. He was just.
I told you she was a butterface. See? She got some thighs. Her waist ain't very big. She probably about 40. So that's a really, you know what I mean? She's in good shape for her age. But dude wasn't taking her serious. She was just a booty call.
Suma's sister told the police that Ben wasn't the type of woman that her brother would be interested in as far as having a relationship. For Suma, Ben was purely a convenient physical relationship.
What I tell y'all? Fade be knowing. Fade be knowing.
I don't know. Anytime, I just know he wasn't used to, girls flock to him. He's used to.
Yo, Jen, welcome to the chat, girl. You know we like when the members show up to the live stream.
We've heard.
Girls sweating him, yeah, and I didn't do that. So I think that's what got him, because he's not used to that. So yeah, I know he's a ladies' man.
I think I asked you before if you ever seen him with a gun. I can't remember if I did or didn't.
He told me, see, in his stories that he was telling me about, I've never seen him with a gun, no. But he was telling me stories about the past and, you know, how he used to get in fights and stuff. Like I was saying, he was telling me about a story about him and a girl, and the girl scratched him, his mama got mad. He was telling me, he was like, you know, I'm always careful around the ladies, but I'm really a little ghetto. You know, he was like, I used to like pull out guns, and, you know, it was just totally not what I would have thought of him, but I was thinking that was the past, you know.
Bro was not like that at all, bro. Bro seemed like he was not like that at all.
Did you believe him, or you think he was talking shit?
I believed him. Yeah.
Did he talk about anybody else he knew that had a gun? Did any gun?
Yo, Red Feather, welcome to the chat, my boy. Hey, man, get yourself another membership. It's only 99 cents.
Conversation at all that you can recall might be
Everything, the only thing he said about that was just one conversation, and it was like talking about the past.
Did he say what kind of gun he had?
Mm-mm.
Or what kind of gun he pulled out?
Mm-mm.
Never mentioned whether he had a gun in the apartment, like for safety or in protection or anything like that.
Hey, love, you crazy, bro. You crazy as hell. I love your ass. You crack me up, bro.
Not at all.
And I don't know if I asked you before or not. If someone was to get in the building, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Like, how would they get in without being noticed?
Either someone would let them in, or they would come in through. They have to come in through the front. You can only get in through the front, or if you're a resident, one of the levels in the garage, because you have to have the little thing to scan in.
Yeah.
But a lot of times when someone's going through the door, they just hold the door open for whoever's behind them.
That's
But
cool,
even I live there, and they know me. I can't even get in without. Like I've locked myself out twice, and didn't have my little key ring, and I have to push the button and say, "Can you please let me in? This is train. I'm in 1105." You know.
And they just trust you.
Yeah. Well, they let me
Or they
in.
can see you.
They. I still have to. You know,
Right.
they know me. I still have to.
But I mean, they
you know,
hear your voice. How would they know it's you?
They can see you. It's
Okay.
right there. It's glass doors.
Oh, you
They
mean
can
to?
see-
Oh, if the concierge is there.
Right. They can see you.
Because
But-
sometimes because we have to get in and we're like,
Yeah, and
let's
even
in.
one of the ladies that worked there that sees me all the time when I used to go out the front door before I started parking up. When I first moved there, I didn't know about I could park on the roof. I didn't know about that. So I used to go out, probably the first couple of weeks I worked there, I used to go out in and out the front door. And I locked myself out and came in probably 4 o'clock in the morning. And she sees me almost every day. And I had to go through this and then go to my apartment, pull out my ID. I mean, the whole, I'm like, lady, really? You see
Pretty
me?
secure place, huh?
Yeah, you talk to me every day, and you're gonna act like you don't never see me? And the next morning, she was like, oh, now I know you. Bitch knew me yesterday, you know. But anyway.
Red Feather, you out here still writing checks and shit, bro? You crazy.
So, yeah, if somebody gets in, they have to, unless they come in on one of the other levels, somebody just lets them in, they have to come in through the front.
No, and that's why we were asking you if you knew anybody in the building like that.
If I knew anybody?
No, if he knew anybody in the building like that, where, you know.
Otherwise, he
what?
would have had to let somebody in.
Yeah. Like
Like that sells weed?
No. Just in general.
Whoever,
knows a lot of
whoever the
people.
dude was.
See, bro even had a secure high-rise apartment. You just can't walk and knock up on his door. Red Feather, this guy, or this lady killed her friend with benefits. She wanted to be his girlfriend. He was just her side thing. She was just his side thing. He had hella chicks. She then shot him in his sleep, is what I'm thinking happened. She shot him execution style while he was sleeping. She then went to work the next day like nothing happened and pretended like she don't know what happened.
It sounds like he would have either had to let in the building or the guy already lives there.
And see, that's why I was confused, because the guy
Let 'em know,
looks
Ingrid.
like somebody that
Yeah, Ingrid, they got prepaid debit cards. You right, Ingrid. They do have those. Shout out Ingrid, man. She a G. That's a horn.
I usually see on 15. So I was like, I don't know if he lives in the building, but then
You
he's
think
on
that guy would be
Oakley.
on
So
15 during the championship games?
that's the only time I saw him is during the games, because that's the only time I went is to watch the game on the
And he
big
had the
screen.
same kind of scruffy beard.
No, she didn't rob him. She just killed him. She was sad. There was nothing stolen from his apartment. Dude was pretty rich too. I think he was like a business guy or a broker or something. He worked in corporate America though. And he did deals. So which means he got commission. So they said his pay could range anywhere from 20 to 40,000 a month. So I don't know if he was like in real estate or business or what, but he was a successful man.
Did you see the beard in the apartment?
Yeah, it just looked like the same profile I saw on
Yeah.
the Oakley place.
So the beard you definitely seen.
That's why I thought it was the same person.
Because
If that's the case, Red Feather, I feel you on that one, brother. I just need the money. That's it. That's just that part, then I got you. No worries, brother. No worries. I'm just busting your balls a little bit.
see, that's the thing. I mean, if let's say, and I'm not trying to tell you to say it, but like if you were like, that's the same guy, then we don't, we can't. Then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But because you're not sure, we got to come up with. Maybe there's a possibility that another.
Yeah, the fact that his brother said, no, that's not the type of girl he would be serious with, that means that he knew that there was a girl he was more serious about in his rotation, for sure. She was probably younger, too.
Other guy came in. You know what I mean? Skinny guy. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
And that's why we're trying to think of anybody that could potentially live in the building that he may have let in.
Do you remember a specific game you saw that guy on the 15th floor?
I don't know. Red Feather won his membership off the last gift. So you could try to gift a membership and maybe he'll pick it up because he is really active in the community. Shout out Red Feather.
I remember the Pacers were playing, and I've never watched the Pacers play before, and I remember him being excited about the Pacers game.
The sketchy guy or Eric?
Both of them.
Both of them.
Well,
So you think the sketchy guy was there during the Pacers game?
I remember because he was
Who
like
were
really
they playing? The Pacers.
I don't remember. It's been a while back.
Wasn't OKC, obviously.
Mm-mm.
Was it a playoff game? Did they even make the playoffs? I haven't been
It
following
was.
it that
I think
close.
they did. It was like the beginning when it all started. I think when the playoffs first started. I don't know. I'm just saying, making up stuff right now. I don't know. I don't want to make up anything.
No. How many games did you watch up there?
Quite a few. I remember.
Like 10, 20? Just ballpark it.
Yeah, bro didn't even take this chick out. Like, he just took her to the apartment, was that clubhouse, to watch the games, bro. Like, he didn't take her to the bar and shit. He only brought her to his house. Ladies, if a man only brings you to his house and doesn't take you in public, he not taking you serious.
I don't remember. It's 10.
Okay.
I'm just really just guessing.
And do you recall seeing that guy multiple times or just
I've seen him up there like 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it'll let you connect a bank card. If you only have an ATM card, that won't work. But I think you can sign up for PayPal or some shit if you have like online banking.
And was he by himself, or could you tell? Did he ever like get there after you? You could see whether he came in by himself. Or
I think he was by himself.
Was he hanging with anybody there particularly?
Not that I noticed. I mean, people just chat during the games, but.
Did him and Eric converse?
Mm-hmm.
Other than like,
Eric
hey,
conversed with everybody in there.
They were like having conversation, not just what's up.
Just related to the game.
Right.
Yeah.
And you think it's the 420 guy? Well, you know.
It looks like him.
Looks like him.
Yeah, it looks like him. It had been a while since. It's been a while since since I've been up to 15, because we've just been watching the games at his place or my place. So.
Yeah, if you have online banking, Red, you don't need to use a debit card. You could just sign in to the app, and then it'll let you connect the account.
It's been a while. I just remember thinking that scruffy beard. I've seen it before. That skinny guy, scruffy, you know.
And just when you're in the car.
Bruh, for your dedication. That's for your pledge. That's for your pledge, Red Feather. And then shout out my boy Hate Love too. He was a member, but he's been going through some financial times right now. They got asbestos in his house, so he's still a member in my heart.
At the dealer's place. What's he wearing again?
It was definitely blue jeans, and I want to say like a light colored T-shirt, like gray or white or something. I remember the shirt being light colored.
And what about when he's in the apartment, or when someone's in the apartment?
I don't know. All I saw was his face, really, because the door is opening and Eric is coming in as the guy walks by. So it's not like I have time to see what he's wearing.
Is he walking by?
Well, she keeps saying the same shit over and over. Don't nobody care about this shit.
Sure. Cool. Now, I got a call the next day from his sister, basically expressing the same thing. And
oh shit, Ingrid just gifted 5 to the community. W Ingrid, let's see. Josephine, Deborah, Kelsey, Elizabeth, and Mr. Midiz. W Ingrid, man. Shout out Ingrid for helping sponsor us today's episode. Not only has she sent in gifts, but she also bought 5 membership for the community, man. Thank you for helping us grow, and thank you for being such an important part of the community, Ingrid. Appreciate you, and I love you so much. Thank you.
And I felt horrible because she was like, I can't believe we had to learn about it on the news. And it was...
Because I was reading some stuff.
And I felt horrible. Because it wasn't, we didn't release it, but it was released.
That's today's, the internet and all that stuff. Yeah. It's so competitive between media. Everybody's out to get their little sources of information and stuff, but it really makes our job harder. We never talk to the press. Mm-hmm. So, unfortunately, we're just a small part of this whole thing.
So he was saying good things about me, huh?
Definitely was. All right, well, thank you again. And if you remember anything else, please just maybe if you're sitting around one day.
I'll see you, Trina.
Thank you.
I won't be out.
The case comes to a standstill for a year, until finally the detectives get a break. Someone driving along the highway spotted something in the grass and decided to investigate. It was a Colt .380, and the police were able to determine it was the weapon used to shoot Suma. When the gun was traced to its last owner, the detectives realized their suspicions were correct. It was Katrina Ben. They brought her in for another round of questioning.
Looking good. I can. Yeah. I just feel like dressing up. I know, I'm disappointed.
Bro, she threw the gun in the grass? How dumb you gotta be, bro? How fucking dumb do you gotta be? She thought she got away with this shit.
Yeah, no, I'm dressing up.
Is that a jail outfit or is that just a t-shirt?
You thank me. So how's your year go? Thanks. It's been great. Yeah. You still in nursing field? I am. Just want to do that. Yeah. Alright. Well, The district court commissioner actually issued a warrant for you in Maryland, right?
Okay.
I'll be more than happy to explain why they came to that conclusion.
Okay.
I'll be more than happy.
Yeah, bro. I used to have a friend who used to say that to me. He'd be like, bro, I don't know if you the smartest dumb dude ever or the dumbest smart guy ever. Because sometimes you're the smartest person I've ever met. And then other times you just make decisions that aren't good for you. And I don't understand why you do that. And that shit always like just sat with me, bro.
Happy to try to answer any questions you have about it. And just tell you the facts, all right?
Okay.
Because you were brought here in handcuffs and we're in a police facility, I'm sure you probably heard, seen movies and stuff like that. I read your rights, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm sure you know. It's the form we use here. There's a few questions on it. Are you in good physical condition?
I am. I'm bound.
You sober, I'm sure.
Of course.
Any type of medication?
My pull it out, so.
You have it.
I didn't, well, I'm sure I did. It's in my possessions, like wherever it was. I don't know where it was.
I mean, guns are a pretty important thing to know where it is.
Yeah, but I don't use guns, so.
Right.
And I didn't even have to pull it out since 2006 when I moved from my apartment. So 2010, I got it from wherever it was. It had to be in a little casing back of the car. And I moved it from there to the console. So I honestly, I don't know. I've learned not to guess. I honestly don't know.
Well, wouldn't you agree that it's pretty important to know where your gun is?
It is. I totally agree. But I don't want to make up any stories. I've learned when I try to make up stuff, it just doesn't.
So then you went from Dallas to Maryland then?
No, Dallas to vacation. Dallas.
No, she's not in jail. I thought that too. That's just her shirt, bro. That's not a jail shirt. That's like a dress shirt. But because of how pixelated the video is, it does look like a jail uniform.
To Miami, San Diego, LA for about 6 weeks, and then San Antonio.
I learned that too. Nurses be selling it, bro. She might have been selling it. When girls go on vacations like that, they selling it, bro.
Drive your truck to all those places?
No.
So, do you ever recall taking it out of the console?
I did.
It was her gun. It was her gun. It was last registered to her. She purchased it.
At some point. I don't remember exactly
She's so stupid, she killed her with her gun and then just threw it in the bushes.
when.
She didn't even like put it in the dumpster to get thrown away in a landfill or down the fucking sewer, none of that. She put that shit on the side of the highway, just threw it out the window.
I honestly don't. But I know it was no longer in my car.
When you got to Maryland, do you recall seeing the gun when you were in Maryland?
Yeah, Ingrid. Yeah, she did.
I didn't see the gun, but I had, I think, all of the suitcases that I carry with me.
In the little bag that you said it was in?
Yeah, so I usually have a... I don't recall seeing it. I didn't have to look for it, but I'm pretty sure it was with me. I'm pretty sure, because I had all my suitcases. I'm pretty sure it was with me.
She don't know that they know that was the gun that murdered him yet. They're just asking, hey, we found out you owned a gun. Where is it? And she's trying to say, like, I don't remember where it is. I lost it.
It was in a little purse thing, so I have a suitcase of purses. I don't remember. I didn't see the gun, but it's in my possession.
Where did you originally obtain the gun?
At a pawn shop.
Where?
Yeah, I stole my gun to one of my homies. So, like, if any shit happens, I'm snitching on him, bro. Like, I don't even give a fuck. Like, if you do some dumb shit with that gun, I'm snitching. Like, bro, I sold it to this man.
Columbia, Mississippi.
Mm-hmm. What do you remember about when?
2003 when I had the stalker. 2003, 2004, a long time ago.
How much did you pay for it?
No idea. It wasn't that much.
Did you fill out paperwork and all that for it?
I did. I think it was 2 something.
You remember filling out the forms and all that?
I think I signed something because I had to wait, like background check or something. I'm not sure, whatever they do, but I had to wait. So I'm sure I signed something. Yeah.
You're pretty quick.
Yeah, I am just answering questions.
Nah, I just gave it to him. because it was illegal where I was moving. I couldn't bring my gun to California, so I was just like, here, bro.
Right, great. You're good. Trina, you are good. I'm telling you. It's easy to tell the truth.
This moment marks a shift in the treatment of Ben. With enough evidence to tie her to the murder, they no longer have to hide that they have never fully believed her story. Their questioning becomes more aggressive as they try to keep Ben off balance.
All right. Here's why we don't believe you, okay? You can go ahead. We found a gun, okay? Oh, and you know where we found the gun. Okay, and this is what it's going to come down to, okay? Okay. You can continue to go through this as...
Yeah, for sure, Red Feather. Like, if I do something tight, like as a homie, if I look out for you, bro, and do something like that, like, you know what I'm saying? And then you do some dumbass shit with my shit, I'm snitching, bro, because I know I didn't do that shit. I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. Like, I'm telling exactly what happened, bro. My kids and my wife are too important to lose my freedom.
You didn't kill Eric, or nothing happened between? I absolutely did not. Okay, let me tell you how it would look like too, and I'll just explain it to you. And, like, as a regular person, not a judge, not a jury, just a regular. Hear the story, okay? You were the last person in Eric's apartment, okay? Was not. Yes. The reason we know that, well, there's several reasons why we know that, but we spent a year going through videotapes of every entrance in that building, and we identified every single resident and guest that entered that building. So there was no other people that would have entered that building, okay? They would have to call Eric, okay? And Eric received no phone calls. Okay, you lived in that building, you know, in order for you to come up, you got to get a phone call to let somebody in. Okay, he hasn't received any phone calls. Okay. So to a normal person that just, like, listening to this, chances are nobody entered his apartment. But let's take it past that, okay? Okay. We found the gun, okay? Okay. The day after the murder. Okay. Okay. It's your gun. Okay. It was used to kill Eric.
Yeah, bro, fuck that. If I'm being a homie and, like, you put my life in jeopardy, bro, the fuck? I owe you no loyalty.
Okay, we matched it to...
It's crazy because I'm not even friends with dude no more, bro.
The bullet. So, you found a gun the day after the murder. Why would he be murdered with my gun? It doesn't make sense. Like, you guys have told lies to different people that you questioned about me. Like what? So if someone had my gun, then it was stolen. I mean, like, but when would they steal my gun? The only person that's been in my apartment is Eric. Do you see how bad that looks? It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, well...
They're trying to tell her, you see how this makes you look guilty? And she's like, well, it doesn't mean I'm guilty. It means somebody stole my gun. Like, no, lady, that means you're guilty. Bro, it almost reminds me, I don't know if you guys know football at all, but what was dude's name? Marvin Harrison. He used to play for the Colts. His son plays in the NFL now, Marvin Harrison Jr. But I guess Marvin Harrison's from Philadelphia, right? And there was like this big thing, like this guy got murdered with his gun, and then the police found that gun that murdered him in motherfucking Marvin Harrison's house. Like, it was registered to him in his gun case. And bro pretty much got away with it, though. Like, they never charged him with anything. And it was also stated that them two dudes, that Marvin Harrison and the victim, had beef with each other. So, like, let's just say if dude wasn't in the NFL, he wouldn't have got away with that.
Let me tell you this. We can walk away from this right now, and I'm telling you, we have enough to convict you, okay? The reason, so last month I had a case where it was just a drug murder, and one dude killed another dude.
Allegedly. I said allegedly.
It was the same thing. We found a gun in his apartment. He wasn't home at the time, but we found it. He was 2 hours away from us. You think we went down to talk to him? Because I don't care. I don't know you don't. Because I don't care about drug murders, okay? It was a guy that had 2 kilos of coke in his house, okay? He had little kids in his apartment, okay? In your case, I took a personal interest in this, okay? Because I know something happened between you and Eric, and I know there's a lot more to the story, and that's the only reason why I'm here. Because hearing this story, what I just told you, that's enough. The reason it took so long is because we had to go to the FBI to do DNA tests on the gun that were a lot more sensitive than our department can handle, and ballistics. And ballistics was a match because basically when a gun is disassembled, I'm sure you know, it's disassembled, the barrel stays...
No, okay, you know what? This
Here,
doesn't make
can I
sense.
show you something? Can I show you something?
A gun was disassembled, like...
A gun was disassembled. Yeah. Just to show you that I'm not... You said we're telling lies. I'm telling you we're not. Okay. So, when I zeroed in on this, my camera was working that long, but I still 519764. That's your gun. That's the serial number of your gun. That's your gun.
Oh my goodness.
Anything? Do you think anything different about it?
My gun was very scarred up. It was an old gun. I don't know how.
There's nowhere to file, Snoop. In Vegas, you don't register your gun. You just buy a gun. Like there's no registration of your guns. You don't have to do that. Like I would never own a gun in a state where I have to register that gun. I feel like that's against my freedoms, and I might as well just not have a gun.
How to disassemble guns. I don't know how. I wouldn't ask anybody to disassemble a gun. Didn't know anybody other than Eric and coworkers. Like,
so you see how the barrel stays with the gun? Like most guns, like for example our guns, the barrel comes off. Okay, so when you disassemble it, the barrel...
I don't even believe this. I mean, my gun was scarred up, but I honestly don't.
Do you really? You don't think this is your gun? You think I'm just like making it up?
I mean, I really and honestly do.
Okay, hold on.
I mean, it could be maybe somebody stole it, but my gun didn't have
it wasn't stolen. It was found.
Bullets or a clip to it.
It was.
So you just ride around with a gun with no ammo? Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. That's more dangerous than having a loaded gun.
I highlighted the important part. Larson 380, model 380, serial number was bought in Columbia, Mississippi by you, okay?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you remember buying it. Okay.
I remember buying it. I just told you that.
Okay. Again, just... Think of me as just a regular person. Listen, I'm not a detective. I'm listening to the story.
You told me I said I didn't remember buying it. I just told you I bought it in 03, 04.
No, I said you remember buying it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm just a regular person listening to the story, right?
Right.
If I don't have an explanation right now, and it happened before on cases with me, I'll walk away thinking you basically a cold-blooded killer. Mm-hmm. Nothing happened between you and Eric, and you just popped him for whatever reason. But I think you're very smart person, and I think at this point you gotta tell yourself they got me. You gotta tell yourself that it's not a question of...
Hey Danola, welcome to the chat, girl. Thank you for that Cash App earlier in the week. Appreciate that.
Like I told you, you're very good. I think you're one of the best people I had to deal with. I've been in homicide 4.5 years. You're one of the best people I had to deal with, not just like smart wise, but just you're very polite. You tell a good story. I think you...
He's trying to win her back over because she started to get really defensive.
I tell good story.
I think you're a good person, and that's why part of me...
They found her gun, Red Feather. She's still denying that they found her gun. The cops showed her the receipt, the serial number, the gun, all that shit. She's still like, you're lying.
Doesn't want to leave here and believe for 1 second that nothing happened to you and Eric, because I'm telling you, Trina, we can convict you of this. There is no doubt in my mind.
I respect you doing your job.
It's no longer, Katrina, it's no longer a matter of did you kill Eric, but it is why. And that's what we're here for. We want to know, was there something that he did that provoked this?
Eric was so good to me. I would love to say he was an awful person. Eric was good to me. He was so good to me.
Well, then that makes it even more difficult to understand why you killed him.
I don't understand why you think I killed him.
Oh, we told you.
You asked me about a wine glass.
You're the last. Here's why. Because you're the last person in the apartment.
I was not.
Listen, let me finish. You're the last person in the apartment. By your own admission, you were with him all night.
Yeah.
During the time he got
killed.
killed.
Killing people and
during the time he got killed, it was your gun that killed him. That's a scientific fact. Okay, so you told me.
Okay,
help
if it was my
me make
gun,
sense
I haven't
of it.
seen the gun, so.
Well, how did the gun wind up in Maryland, just a couple of miles from Eric's house?
Well, I don't doubt that it could have been. I haven't seen it. I would love to go through my stuff.
That doesn't, to a reasonable person.
Looking for my
to
gun.
a reasonable person,
that
doesn't make sense. Would you agree
but
with
Eric
me that most people?
Maybe he stole my gun. I don't know, but he didn't kill himself with it and
No,
throw it
he
away
didn't.
after.
He didn't.
So I don't know how would
anybody have my gun. We didn't have
Nobody
any
did
mutual
have your
friends.
gun. You had your gun.
Okay.
And it was you.
Trina, let me tell you, I mean, there's not just that. I respect you doing your job. I do. But Eric did nothing to me. There's no reason for me to have harmed him at all. I'm telling you, it's not just that. I mean, it's the little things in your story about the dryer. Like, there's no, you know whose DNA is on the dryer? Yours and Eric's.
Danola, do you know when you're supposed to get out the hospital? Have they gave you like a time where you could go home yet? Or are they still just monitoring you?
There's no guide. I never used his dryer. Well, your DNA is on dryer. Your DNA is on the dryer. I've never used his dryer. I mean, we've had sex going from the bathroom to the bedroom. Maybe I touched it. I don't know, but I've never used his dryer. I'm telling you, Trina. Have you heard of the Lululemon case?
They're coming with like facts and evidence, and her defense is I don't know.
In Bethesda, were you around? Never. It was this girl that told this other girl, and to the very end, she basically did what you're doing. Mm-hmm. She wasn't as smart as you are. Definitely not. But some people they just stick with it, and it's like hard for us to walk away thinking like, I just can't believe that she did this.
Hey. Shout the horn for Danola. She's home and recovering. Let's chill here and recover with us, Danola.
She wouldn't even tell us why. You got bitch. I wish I could tell you it was that person, or I was beat up, pushed down, my gun was taken, and somebody shot at us both. I'm not gonna make up a story. But do you? How do you think it looks? How do you think it looks? That again? I think it's very confusing. Let's take DNA out of it. Let's take DNA out of it because DNA, it's scientific. A scientist is gonna have to explain it, okay? But let's say you're not even the last person in his apartment. You're in his apartment, and you leave and you tell us a story. But then your gun, the gun that's registered to you, we have your signature where you're getting the gun, is the murder weapon. That alone, there's not. I'm sorry. I have no doubt. Saying that you think I'm good and I'm smart, and if I was going to do something like this, it wouldn't be like this. It wouldn't be.
She's like, I would have did it way better because you had a year to think about all the things you would have done differently. You knew your ass was going to jail. You knew they was going to find you as soon as they found that gun. I can't believe you didn't try to hide it somewhere better, bro. You literally threw it off the highway around the corner from his house. So I think the cop is low-key dissing her when he's like, yeah, you're smart. Like, you're smart. Like, that's sarcasm.
Stupid. How would it be? It wasn't stupid at all. I think it would be planned out.
You got away with it for over a year.
You have my computer, so, very organized.
But you got away with it for over a year.
I definitely wouldn't do it to start off with. I think you
did do it.
Yeah.
You did do it. We need to get past that.
I think you guys are really good detectives. No, but don't you think that again, it's not even... how we got here is probably, being good detectives, but just presenting this little story to a regular person, to just a person on the street, say, okay, two people in the apartment. It looks like, if this is my gun, someone was murdered, first person, okay, you did it, you own the gun. But I agree with you. And you were there that night, the night of the murder.
During the time that it gets murdered. I mean, we've narrowed it down to a very small period of time. Stay there, so I have another apartment in the next community. Stay there. So that's where what you just said is, there has to be a reason. There has to be a reason. And if there isn't a reason, then you're going to go down. It bothered me the first time we talked about it. It bothered me the second time we talked about it. However, during that second interrogation, you started doing stuff because I actually thought police were like wonderful people. I've been a victim of crime. Police have been wonderful. Well, we're not courteous to you. Well, we're not. And you are very courteous. You're very courteous. I've told people that. I'm like, they helped me move some of my things in my apartment. I appreciated that. You're very courteous. And then it was like, you guys flipped from I'm sorry. The first thing that pissed me off, you didn't even tell me, like, what happened. You didn't tell me the truth about what happened. You told the story like he got beat up. Just get out of that character, please.
Bro, what you think they're going to tell you everything they know day one to see so you can match up your story to it? Like, what is she getting at right now?
answered the phone. When he called, never answered the phone. There was a married guy that used to come in. When he was with his family, he would never look at me. But when he came in by himself, he would just sit and stare. He would sit outside the bench and just stare. He was asked to leave by the police like several times. The mall closes, it's time to go. That guy actually followed me home one night. But
did he confront you?
No, actually I lost him. I had a very fast car, and he followed me maybe about 20.
She just making up stories now, like trying to make up other characters that could have done this because it's obvious that the weed dealer did not do this.
Which mall was this?
Metro Center.
Imagine you was that weed dealer, bro. You like, man, what the fuck, bro? They talking to me about murder and shit.
Is that in Jackson?
Mm-hmm. Careful when you go there. Okay.
What happened in Atlanta? Because I thought you said when we first started talking about the gun that's when you bought the gun was in Atlanta.
No, bought the gun in 03 or 04 after that guy came and grabbed me. That's when the police came.
Was there a stalker in Atlanta?
Yeah.
What was
the
that
clinic. He was a patient. The very first day I was there, he walked by me.
You still a spring chicken, Lisa. Don't worry about it.
And did some kind of grunt looking at me, and he would just very. When I saw him outside of the clinic one day, and it was very inappropriate, and it got to the point to where I finally had to say something because I felt threatened by him by some of the things he did.
What did he do? Well, when you say he was inappropriate, what did he do?
Well, I don't even want to go through that, but he was inappropriate. We had to get the police involved there, and I don't know what he said to them, but something that scared them. And I was told, if you leave to come here, you call us. Do not get out of your car. Even if you see the officer walking towards you, you let the officer open your door for you.
And that was the Atlanta police?
That was Atlanta. That was Sandy Springs.
And what year was that?
2010. And they had to walk me. They had to stay in the clinic the whole time that he was there, 3 days a week for hours.
Did they make a report of that?
Monday night. And it was a real ugly cry where my voice was kind of going the next day. But that was really the only time I cried until after you guys came into the apartment. You know, but I knew this happened too long.
I think he's not around today. I still be seeing him. I think he's got some family in town right now in South Carolina. That's why he hasn't been on stream lately.
I mean, it's not.
Well, how did it make you feel when we first told you that?
How did it make me feel?
Yeah.
I was just kind of numb. Like, I didn't want to. It didn't make sense to me. I didn't want to believe it, but I know it wasn't like a game that you guys were playing. I'm a nurse. Like, I know I have to hold it together when I'm talking about serious matters. So, you guys want to question me? Let's do it. You know.
I mean, are you not the type of person that dwells on things like feelings and stuff like that?
Dwells on feelings? I'm a very emotional person. I like dwell on feelings. I don't understand what you mean.
Like, all right, so.
I'm human.
Like, yeah, you most certainly are. I mean, when you're going through a situation, do you like dwell on like I dwell on things a lot. Like I think about it, even though I can't change things.
You're probably very sensitive. I kind of got that.
Right. Yeah. So. That's what I'm asking, I guess. Are you the opposite of sensitive?
No.
Everybody. To the family. That's what they say, and they expect then the people. Oh my God, they're remorseful. But you know, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. And you and everybody in that courtroom, because you're going to be in the courtroom, are going to know it's bullshit. They're going to watch all the interviews we did of you.
This right here is bullshit.
Okay. This guy's dead, and you think it's bullshit.
No, Eric's not bullshit. Nothing about Eric's bullshit.
But you're saying this is bullshit. No, we're talking to you
being disrespectful
about...
Is
I'm being disrespectful?
Yes.
I'm being disrespectful.
Yeah.
That's your way of trying to steer us off topic here. Was
Yeah, that's her deflection. Whenever they accuse her of being guilty, she's like, that's disrespectful.
I'm following your lead.
Nobody's being disrespectful.
I'm following your lead.
Nobody's being
disrespectful. And you're saying it's bullshit.
You killed someone,
I'm saying
and we're here to find out why.
You can think what you want to think, and you can stop talking to me right now.
It's not about that. It's about science and common sense.
Yeah, you can keep talking. Go ahead.
You want a lawyer? Is that what you're saying to us? That's fine. Yeah. We'll walk away.
Yeah, bye.
We'll walk away.
Bye.
All right.
Thanks for the visit. Nice seeing you.
No, I don't have that.
That's what's so crazy to me, bro. Is sometimes in these cases, people just be denying, and then that shit works. And then other times people try to use that same tactic, but it don't work. I think it just depends on the detective, honestly, like on the people running the case. Zanola, you said your kidney's going in kidney failure. Huh? I'm sorry to hear that. My prayers go out to you, and I hope there's some way to kind of reverse that. And you know what I'm saying? We could get you back up at 100%.
All right. I'll see you in court.
Ben goes down her list of supposed stalkers, but it doesn't have the effect she is hoping for. The number in that time period is highly unrealistic and points to a very narcissistic personality. Katrina Ben was found guilty of first-degree murder. She was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, plus an additional 20 years.
Damn! R.I.P. Eric Samoa. It looks like Samoa. Shout out Eric. He got killed by Danola. She murdered her friend with benefits. He used to let her come over to the house and he would smash and watch basketball with her. She wanted to be his real boyfriend, she wanted to be his real girlfriend, like something serious. Eric had a few chicks, including some he took more serious than others. She was one of the ones he didn't take too serious. And she ended up finding out and shooting him during his sleep. She shot him in the back of the head while he was sleeping. That's crazy. That's crazy. What's next on our list? Let's keep it going, man. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, chat. Y'all want to keep it going? Let's see what's going on. I need to find some way to get rid of the vodka bottles in my room. Throw them away. Or drink them and then throw them away, Lisa.
Everything is premeditated.
Next video is from Beyond Puzzle Interrogations. The title of the video is Evil Boyfriend Thinks He Can Outsmart the Detectives. Criminal Psychology Interrogation.
You bet. And so everything is planned out. And so right now, Gailey, she's in the ICU right now. She's got multiple stab wounds. We're talking about assault, first degree, ×2.
Damn.
If she dies, now you're looking at murder 1. How many times did you stab her?
Maybe 5 or 10.
Okay. Where did you stab her?
In the head.
This is Tony Rico Sanders, an obsessed ex-boyfriend who repeatedly defied a protection order filed by his...
Look at bro's face. Who the fuck would date this man? Bro, he looks crazy off top. That looks crazy. Look at dude's face right here. Like, I don't even mean like handsome or unhandsome. Just look at the way his eyes and his, like, bro looks crazy. He looks like he's obsessed with this girl still.
Former fiancé. Despite her multiple reports, Tacoma police failed to intervene. Eventually, Sanders hunted her down to a hidden apartment. There, as she sat in her car pleading for her life, he launched into a frenzy, stabbing her 45 times.
She absolutely would still be alive today if the police had intervened.
But how did Tacoma PD fail her? Mid-October 2021, Tacoma, Tony and Gailey Ann Valente Curcio's relationship imploded. October 15th, he assaulted her outside their South Trafton Street home, slammed her down, choked her unconscious, dragged her by the hair. Neighbors called 911. She escaped to cops downtown, then to the hospital with bruises and ligature marks. Probable cause noted, but no arrest after his threats.
Bro, how did he do all that to her and not get arrested? She went to the hospital.
October 16th, Tony got nabbed for DUI elsewhere. Tacoma PD added the DV charge, but bail set him free. Gailey relocated to a secret rental on the 3.
Look at how his eyes are, bro. They're just like I can't explain it.
3100 block of South 9th Street. October 18th, she secured a 1,000-foot no-contact protection order. He blew it off again. October 27th, she reported him at the old place, harassing via texts.
Self in a room.
Nick.
Self in a room was...
All right, so we got the gist of the story. This crazy dude been stalking his ex. They might have had a kid together. They were engaged. I saw a baby. I don't know.
There was nothing ever wrong. I drink. I stay in my zone sometimes, like when I have thoughts about my dead brother or something stressing me out, I sit in there.
They always do that shit, bro. Shut up. Always try to like bring up something sad, bro. Look at bro's hair, though. This shit is fucked. What the hell, bro? What the helly? What the fuck is that, bro? That shit is like S's. It's just like S and an S and then bald. That's worse than the Hulk Hogan, bro.
The room, I drink and process. I don't say nothing to her. I don't go near her. I just sit there because that's how I think. Her process is she locked herself in a room and she thinks. And that was cool. It's like, okay. You know, I let her know, hey, I don't want to be around no one. I just need to process my own thoughts and figure out how to deal with them and how to communicate with them. Hers is she does it her way. And I've never had a problem with that. But, you know, when you find out that she's been sleeping with 5 married guys 3 weeks before your wedding, like I said, foundation of trust and everything's destroyed. It's like, okay, how they don't make a...
Bro's smile looks fucking evil, bro.
He had books for dummies on how to communicate with it or how to stay in a relationship with a cheater and liar, how to restart it again. So the last 3 weeks, I was stressed. I got into it with her dad. I admit that. I got into it with her dad because, like I said, it comes down to the foundation. If she never said what she said 3 weeks ago, oh, I called my old friend electrician Pradeep that because I was mad at you, in order to hurt you, I was going to fuck him. That's her old fuck buddy. I didn't know.
Bro, she didn't say that shit, bro. I don't think that Asian lady said that shit, bro. She looked like she was straight from Korea, bro. She looked like she was straight from Korea, bro. It looked like you had one of those passport bro wives. I don't think she said that, bro.
You know, like I said, my rule in a relationship, I don't care about the...
Yo, Nick, welcome to the chat. Yeah, welcome back, my boy. Yeah, bro got them tweaker eyes for sure.
Past, unless the past interfere with the present, then I have to start researching and looking into it. I don't bring up the past.
I don't think none of that happened. I think he's lying. I think she broke up with him because he was beating her, and then he snapped. I don't think it had nothing to do about an old friend with benefits.
Past because people use the past as an excuse and reason. One, they use the past also as a way to justify the ends of the mean. You know, I had a good relationship with one of my exes many years ago. Never met her. Was engaged 7 years, and that was it. I broke up with her. I moved on. Life came on. She got married. She has a kid. We're still friends. Just because.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Bro said we were engaged 7 years and I never met her. Were you engaged through Discord, bro? What the fuck was you on?
Because we've known each other so long, but she's in the Philippines. Never met her.
Told you. He's a passport bro. He's a passport bro. But my thing is, if don't know chicks in your own country want you, what makes you think that someone from a whole nother country is going to really appreciate you? Like that does, your own neighborhood don't fuck with you, bro.
But she couldn't accept that. You know, friends up there, exes being friends. I'm like, I've never met her. I've known her since 2007. We dated for 7 years. I broke up with her. I've never looked at her because I realized when I got out of jail the first time and I couldn't get a good job again, I'm working minimum wage jobs, this is never going to progress. Mm-hmm. The amount of money it costs for visas and everything, you have to take care of. I will never be able to afford it. So I sat down, thought about it for a day, and I broke up with her. I said, I feel like I'm holding you back. It's me holding you back from you getting married.
Welcome back, Snoop. William, welcome to the chat.
And having a baby and everything you want. I can't, I'm stuck over here. I can't promise you that no more.
He's saying that, but really, he just got tired of sending her money. He was sending that girl money online for 7 years, and then he realized, oh, I'm never really going to meet this person.
Yeah, man. My other ex, Janine, me and her was just FW, or FWBs. We never officially dated.
Welcome in, Nicole.
We're just, that's how we moved in with each other. I moved in with her, stayed there 2 years, helped her with bills and everything too. But when it was time to break up, I left. You know, I had my potbelly pigs over there, so I went over there, took care of her, gave her money for the food, appointments, anything she needed for him. I helped her clean her place because I know how she is. Never touched her, never talked to her, never looked at her, because when I break up with somebody, I don't look at them the same way as I did then. And I can do that.
Bro is talking like a fucking middle school incel or some shit, like someone who has no experience with a woman.
But she couldn't accept that. You're engaged too many times. Engaged is not married. In my book, engaged is only one step above dating, and that's it.
So with Gay Lee, you found out about infidelity
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. Is that what or 3 weeks before the October 15th?
Before the 16th, we were supposed to get married, so yeah. I just found out. She told my family, she told my cousin, she told my mom, she told her.
Why would she do that? Why would she do that?
Her mom and dad, she told her sister. I said, hey, you got to talk to them, because my way of dealing with things is I admit it first, and then from there.
Nah, he don't look like Whack 100. He look like Gilly the Kid cousin. Fuck, what's his name? What's Gilly the Kid's cousin? Oh man, I can't think of it right now. I think it's Rollo or something.
All the demons and secrets are out. Now I can rebuild and there's no hidden. I said, unless you do that, I can't move on because you may be hiding stuff still. I said, you need to give out all your secrets. I said, I want the guys' addresses, which I have. I want their addresses. I didn't look at them. I said, I just want their addresses to know who these people are. I put the addresses in a drawer. I put them in a bag. Never looked at them because I'm trying to give you some trust. So I'm trying to.
Tell me this ain't him. Tell me that ain't him, bro. He looked just like bro. Tell me that ain't him. That's him without the bugged eyes and fucked up. He just cut his hair off. See, he just went bald. He knew that wasn't the look for him. That S Hulk Hogan, but he kind of do look like Wallow. He looked like nerdy Wallow.
Show you some trust too. My mom said, don't look at him, don't talk to him. I said, okay. I threw him all in the bag and just never touched him. I never looked at him. Only thing I have is text messages from them communicating on stuff. Her giving him my schedule, her giving him my...
How did you get those?
From her.
From her?
I told her, hey, show me all your messages. That's the first thing I said. If you're going to be truthful and we're going to make this work, I need to see everything you've been doing because I have no idea. I didn't know that you were doing this. I trusted you. Why did I have to ever question?
If my daughter came home with somebody and their eyes was like this, I would tell her, that man's going to kill you. You need to get away from him.
Question you. I'm here. You're here. I've never would have thought that, ever, never, not one day. I never had a doubt, never one day. But once proof is there, that's different. Now you have to start tearing everything apart. I need to see all your accounts. I need to see WeChat. I need to see, first question is, how many people have you slept with physically? How many people do you?
Hey, Danola, thank you for the hearts. I'm sending that love straight back to you, girl. Hope you recover and everything's going great. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with the gang today.
You message on these accounts. How many people have you been talking to? And those are the only 3 questions I need to know. From there, okay, let me see. I need to see, she sent the guy Pradeep my work schedule. She told him when. And it finally hit me. I asked her, I said, how did he know where your job was? I said, I mean, you've been communicating with him because, he was just around the area. No. I said, there's no such thing just around the area is a block, half around the block. If he lives in Renton, that's not around the area. I don't care what you say. He lives in Renton. So you gave him your work address. You took pictures of our dog. You took pictures of your car. You told him where you were because otherwise he wouldn't have known.
Bro making up a whole story right now. He making up a whole fucking story.
So you've been communicating with him and you gave him information about my schedule? I said, that's privacy breaking, man. I would never do that. And she tried using an example. Well, you told Saki this. I said, no. When you're going through your divorce thing, or when you're getting your, what they call it, restraining order with him, when he was renewing it, him and the kids on you, I said, she's going through a rough time because of her past relationship, her ex. I didn't give no details or nothing. I said, because we're friends, that's as much I can give you. I can't tell you, you got to ask her, is what I always refer to. I say, ask her anything you want to know, and vice versa. You can ask me anything you want to know. But I don't give out information. I don't give out their number without permission. I don't give out nothing. That's not my job.
Okay. So obviously, I mean, that was kind of a big deal in your guys' relationship, right? I mean, you find out she's doing this.
The big deal was when we first started dating, we have very clear rules, trust, honesty, all that stuff.
Which were all broken.
I didn't know then though.
Yeah.
But that's the first thing we talked about was, okay, so what's important to you in a relationship and vice versa. And then all throughout our relationship, she brought up, well, the kind of person and stuff, blah, 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 this and that. But yet she's doing opposite, hypocrite. I said, you do know you're a hypocrite. You're saying this, but you're doing the opposite. I said this a long time ago when I started seeing little signs of things. I said, I'm going to tell you something. Whether you believe it or not, since you don't understand the definition of cheating is whether you're married or not, been with somebody else when you're in a relationship with somebody else. Whether they're married or not, doesn't matter. The definition of cheating is whether you know or not know. When he said he's married and you know that, he has a wife at home. He has a kid at home. They have wives and kids at home. And you still go and do it. That's cheating. Mm-hmm. I always use examples that she told me of her past. I said, after you got divorced, your friend that you stayed with in California, when you were having a relationship with her husband, who you knew, that was your friend, your best friend. When you start fucking her husband, that's called cheating. Yes, you're single and divorced from your husband, but he's not.
Bro is like coming at her character so bad. Like he wants the police to be like, oh, wow, well, she deserved this shit, man. Like you might as well should just go home. We're not even going to charge you. She deserved this. She did all this to you.
And you know that.
Like,
you
is
had
that
a
his
baby
plan?
in this world.
I can't tell if that's his plan or not. That's a bad plan, though.
From him. You can't deny it. That's cheating. I said, so I've always asked her, when are you going to do it again? When are you going to do it again? Because the way I grew up, if you cheat once, cheaters are cheaters. Mm-hmm. And that's it. But I can overlook cheating as cheating as long as you haven't done it. I can overlook it. Man, I can overlook everything. But it's honesty. You got to be honest. Okay, I fucked up. And I told her, I said, you know how I talk to you? If I fucked up, I would go, Gailey, I need to talk to you. I got some news I got to tell you. It may hurt you, but
It sounded like he said, if I fucked up, I would go gay. That's what it sounded like he said. Let me repeat that.
You start fucking her husband, that's called cheating. Yes, you're single and divorced from your husband. If I fucked up, I would go Gailey. I need to talk to you. I got some.
Oh, her name's Gailey. I thought he was saying if I fucked up, I would go gay.
News I gotta tell you. It may hurt you, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Hurt you with the truth, not with a lie. And then you can figure it out from there. And our rule was, if any of us ever cheat, we're gonna break up. But she didn't want to break up. So I said, okay, we have to figure out how to reestablish or what's the starting.
Bro, even if she did cheat, I see why she cheated. Bro is a fucking loser, bro.
Point.
Okay.
On how do you build again? And that was it.
Okay. So I just want to skip forward.
But I don't think she cheated. I think she tried to break up with bro and started seeing someone else, but in his brain, that was still his girlfriend, you know?
A little bit here. November 3rd, that would have been last Wednesday. Do you remember where you were at or what was going on?
Doing cocaine and drinking over on 14th Street, yes.
That's all day or?
All day, like I said.
Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We're on our road to 10,000 subscriptions. The only way we can do that is if you guys keep hitting that subscribe button. So thank you so much in advance, and let's continue to watch the show.
We made $900. We bought a shitload of cocaine. We bought a shitload of alcohol, and that's pretty much what we did for the whole week.
Okay. So, was that overnight from the 2nd, from Tuesday to Wednesday, or?
That started Monday morning, and it just ended this Monday.
Just ended this Monday.
We just ran out of funds, yes.
Okay.
Or they just ran out of funds. I was just a participant. Mo and White Brad.
Mo and White Brad?
Yeah.
Okay. And where were you guys at?
I met them down the street at the gas station over by the house.
Okay.
They came down there. We started off at the store. We got a rack of beer there. Got cigarettes and stuff. And then we proceeded down to 14th Street from there, and then down to G Street from there, our normal spots to sit and get drunk. Mo went to work. Me and White Brad just still chilled.
Okay, did you ever go up to the house in this last week?
No. Like I said, I tend to stay away from there. I try to stay outside that 1,000 feet mark, you know?
Okay.
Anytime I call him, I tell him, meet me down the street.
No, bro, not gonna get that. Because what was that one case that we saw where the lady was where they said she was mentally unable to fit? Oh, hey, shout out to Nola, man. Welcome back to the membership squad, Danola. Good to see you there for the 2nd month. Thank you for rejoining our membership team. Thank you so much. W's in the chat for Danola. So I forgot what I was going there. Danola got me so hyped, I forgot what I was saying. Shout out Danola.
You know, I have them pick up my mail for me.
Oh, no. Even if he isn't in his right mind, they'll just put him in the crazy house until they say he's able to fit trial. Because I remember we watched a case where I thought a lady got away with the murder because they said she was too crazy to stand trial. But after she spent like 3 months in the crazy house, they made her face trial and she ended up doing life.
Okay. I want my mail. Hey, can you guys grab my mail? Drop it off to me. Meet me over here. That's it.
How about on November 5th? That would be Friday.
November 5th, I went to work for Moses. What time? I went to work with Moses. We were collecting money and stuff from the contracts that we finished. He paid me $800 cash. That's why my wallet has cash in it.
That's true, Red Feather. Some states are different.
I already had $100 in my wallet from pawning stuff.
Okay.
Moses, he was going to Moses Lake. That's where he's from. So he going to visit his parents on the weekend. He dropped me off back in Tacoma. It was like 8:15, 8:30. And
in the morning or at night?
No, at night. And then I went to sleep because
I was already drinking. Like I said, I usually drink in the morning, the job. We were just going to do an inspection, so it didn't matter if I had a little drink or not.
Okay, what time did he pick you up to go to work?
Let's see, what time? What time did Moses come? Moses had said, I didn't work all day that day. He picked me up, I think like 5 p.m.
As you saw, Tony circles back to his anger over alleged infidelity, a claim proven false in court records. When detectives push him...
I told you, bro. I told you that girl wasn't cheating on him. That was just his lie. She's foreign, bro. She was foreign. She was like from Korea or the Philippines or something. That was a mail order wife. Usually when they're done with their dude, they just leave their dude. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to do all this other shit that he's involved in.
On specific dates, his answers begin to shift. He repeats,
"It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. Hey, shout out Ingrid. Man, these flowers smell good. Thank you so much, Ingrid."
the questions first, a stalling tactic often used to gain a few seconds and rehearse the response. What follows are neat.
Thumbs up to you, Ingrid. W's in the chat. Ingrid just hit us with back-to-back-to-back gifts, y'all. Show her some love.
Overly polished alibis that feel scripted rather than recalled from memory. This mix of delay and rehearsed delivery is a strong indicator of deception, and it's exactly the kind of red flag investigators look for.
What were you doing on the 5th before?
No, because usually if she is mail order, that can fuck up their visa if they're like stepping out on their marriage and shit. Like, so usually they wait until they're real, like until they got a visa or they're civilians or citizens, whatever it's called, and then they just divorce the dudes.
4 or 5 p.m.
Fucking drunk, passed out.
Or that's when they start cheating and then divorce the dudes. So I guess we're both right, Red Feather.
Oh.
Where at?
14th and G.
14th and G?
Yeah, 14th and G. Like I said, that's my hangout spot. I know everybody down there, all the homeless people. 14th and Yakima, I know everybody there.
Okay.
And I can just binge all day.
Right. Exactly, Red. That's how it goes. Once they got their teeth sunk in.
So what if I told you that we have information that you were at the house?
Yeah. Like I said, if you see me at the house, I was up there getting a change of clothes from them, and then that's it.
Okay.
So you're going to see me at the house up there grabbing laundry and stuff, changing clothes and stuff, and that's it. But I have never stayed all day and all night at the house. I leave, when they call me, I take my dog, I drop him off, and that's it.
Okay.
Literally, Danola. That's literally what it is. But these people be 90 Day Fiance and in real life with no reality TV show paycheck.
So 14th and G is right by St. Joe's?
No, that's the Nativity House Shelter.
Nativity House Shelter. Have you been to St. Joseph's Hospital in the last week?
No.
No?
I haven't been to no hospitals.
Okay.
St. Joe's, the last time I was at St. Joe's was when I got my arm fractured. That would have been what day? That was before we moved out to the apartment, so that would have been plus 2 years. That would have been October, I don't know the specific date.
But it would have been last year.
No, it would have been almost 3 years ago now.
Okay.
Because I was at the shelter. Don't forget, I had the apartment for 6 months, and then the house for a couple years now.
Okay.
So it was before then I moved out the shelter because they blacklisted me.
So I forgot to ask you during our brief intro, but do you have a cell phone number that we can contact you at?
I don't have a cell phone now.
You don't have a cell phone?
I use everybody else's phone to make phone calls, one phone call. I use a prepaid calling card to make phone calls.
Okay. So, what's the cell phone number that's registered to Gailey that's through the Xfinity for all the alarms and everything?
She doesn't have one with them. The account's not hers, don't forget.
But it's yours, right?
It's the house phone, yeah.
Yeah.
The house phone is 253.
What's Saibu? Time to play Saibu. What's that? I'm not sure what that means, Ingrid. I'm not, was Saibu?
301-4292.
Okay. What number do they call you when the activation happens on an alarm at the house?
The 253-446. 66 something. Like I said, I don't have a regular phone.
Okay. So, you don't have a regular phone from...
Only the house phone. I can access the house phone.
Okay. And you're saying that from Monday to Monday, you were drinking, using cocaine, hanging out at 14th and G.
I've been getting pretty plastered. Like I said, there's nothing else to do if I don't work. What else am I supposed to do with my time? I've been trying to get a lawyer. That's what I've been trying to do also.
Okay. So, Tony, what we...
Seems like that's what you should have been doing with your time, not spending all your money on cocaine and alcohol.
We do, obviously, is we investigate stuff, right?
I know.
We have a lot of different methods, a lot of different ways to investigate things. We have access to different cameras. We have access.
I think he was homeless after his girl kicked him out. He said he lived with Galen. That was the girl that was murdered. And I think once she got the protective order against him, he was forced to move out, and he was then homeless.
Access to different phone logs, different location things. I want you to keep that in mind, okay? Because we're here today to give you a chance to kind of explain the situation that happened, okay?
Okay.
And there's actually two situations that happened, and we believe that you were there for both of them, okay?
Okay.
Does that make sense? That's why we're here talking. I mean, it's not like we just randomly come and get you.
No, I understand what you guys that they're saying. Yeah.
So when you say that you haven't been to the house for that long, for any amount of time, I gotta tell you, I don't think that you were at 14th and G for a week-long drinking and cocaine bender. I mean, that just doesn't fit with, you were at the house all day today, right?
Yeah.
So why would today be the one day that you're there all day?
I'm there at the house.
But you said you only go there and get a change of clothes or
change your clothes and drink,
things like that. But you've been there for a while today, right?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So
no,
in the past week, have you been there for a while?
Yeah, I have. I've been trying to pawn off my TVs and everything.
Okay. So that's a little more than you said before, where you just stop and change your clothes and leave.
I do. I go to work and stuff, so I haven't been there all day.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been trying to pawn off all my stuff.
Who paid for the drugs? He's been pawning shit. That's the drugs. He's been pawning shit. Damn dude was homeless. He about to have 3 hot meals a day. 3 hots in a cot.
Because that's supposed to get my lawyer money. So I've been at the house.
All right. Tony.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be really honest with you, okay? This incident happened on Friday the 5th. And today's Wednesday the 10th. Okay? So that's 5 days after that we're sitting here today.
Okay.
And the reason why we waited 5 days was because we scoured every street. We hit every camera. We went up on your phone. We checked with your car. We've talked to friends. We've talked to her family. We've put a case together against you. Okay? And that's why you're sitting here right now.
I understand.
Dumbass, what you think you in here?
Stupid.
You think you in here for no reason? You think they just grabbed you off the street? Like, fuck it. He might have did it.
I'm 100% positive that you are involved in this. Without a doubt.
Okay.
Drug addicts, Danola, you're saying pawn shops work because of drug addicts? That makes sense.
Okay. And so the reason we bring you here isn't because we want you to convince us you're innocent, because we already know that this has to do with you and this has to do with Gailey. The question that we need answered is why. So a lot of times when we bring people in here, they think that
by saying, hey, listen, it's over. We know it wasn't over because she had received threats on her text messages from you.
From me.
She had received.
He looked to the side like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have been threatening her on text message.
Threats, and that was part of the reason that she put out a protection order.
From me. The last time, what?
Just hold on.
Oh, okay, go.
Just hold on. And so, part of getting our evidence together, we have video from the spirit that you mentioned a couple times.
Yeah.
We have video from across the street where she lived.
Okay.
And you had mentioned that you take a special route.
Yeah.
Well, the guy in that route, he doesn't just walk by once. He walks by multiple times.
Okay.
Okay. And at one time, that guy has his hood down, and he has your hairdo.
The same bald spot, bro. So dude was walking around cameras. Look at how identifiable. This ain't even just like a normal bald spot, like where it's just even around here. Like, bro got distinctive marks, like this S. Then this side goes up a little bit higher. Then on this one, it goes back further in the front. Then you got this little circle patch right here. It looked like a 3-leaf clover or some shit. Yeah, bro, that shit's super identifiable. You should have cut your whole hair bald. It's hella bald, people.
Looks just like.
But only you got this fingerprint of a bald spot, my guy.
Thank you. Okay. And another thing is that these crimes, they happen at a certain time, right? And guess where you're at that special time?
Walking.
You were right there at that time when the crimes happened. And so we put together this case, and we know that you were in a relationship with Gailey. Mm-hmm. Now, Gailey was stabbed multiple times. And what that tells me is that this was a crime.
Crime of passion. Yeah, bro. You was letting out your anger. A random person robbing her or trying to do this wouldn't have stabbed her 40-something times. That's a good point.
Of passion, right? This is someone that there's an old saying, and the saying goes that we hurt the ones that we love. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I believe that to be very true. A lot of times when I'm sitting in this room, it's with guys like you, where it's like they were so in love with somebody, and things just got out of control. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So we didn't come here for you to convince us that you didn't do this, because we know you did.
And you guys say I did, man. That's it. Man, what do you say here, man?
But the reason that we have you here is because I think some things got out of control. And another gal got brought into this, and she got injured also. And so when we...
Hey, Jimmy James, welcome back to the chat, my friend.
Look at this. It's like...
Guys, make sure you're smacking that like button when you jump on in the chat. Helps us out a lot. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, man. It really helps us grow. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. We do this every day, twice a day. If you like true crime and you like comedy and you like hanging out, come mess with us, man. It's a good place.
Did you plan this, or was this just something that got out of control? And that's why we bring you in here, is because we feel like you can answer those questions.
Can't answer questions regardless of what you say. You guys say I'm there, then arrest me. Say I'm there. But I'm going to stick to what I say, and I'm not here to, as you guys say, I'm not here to convince you innocence of anything. Mm-hmm. I'm here because you guys brought me here. I thought I'm here for a probation violation, and now you guys up there saying, oh, you're here because of Galen Curcio, or Galen Valente Curcio, and somebody else. Okay, well, if that's the case, put the handcuffs on, arrest me, charge me. Other than that, like I said, I told you guys, the story changed and stuff, but I told you guys my route. I told you guys my thing. Like I said, show me up there doing a crime. Show me. Mm-hmm. Show me. Give me everything, man. That's how, where I grew up, that's how we do it, man. If you guys gonna take me to court, take me to court. If you're gonna take me to prison or jail, take me to prison or jail. But I'm not gonna sit here and waste my time up there debating with you guys, or you guys up there saying you have all this, okay.
Low key, he not stupid. That's why his interrogation is 2 hours. I mean, he dumb as fuck, but he not dumb enough to tell the police what happened or whatever. He just gonna keep lying.
Do it then.
It looks like you went to a house, you broke out some windows of Gailey's.
To get him to confess, you can't scare him with jail. He already knows he going to jail. He already knows that shit in his head. So he's kind of solidified, I'm going to jail with that statement he just made. They need to pull at his emotions. They need to pull at his, like, try to make him want to be humanized. You know what I mean?
His car. Several days later, you go back and you're hiding in that car. And then when she sits down, she's viciously attacked. And it was planned out because you were in the back of a car and you were able to get access to that car through broken windows. And someone came in to intervene on her behalf, and then that person was attacked. So we had known that her power was cut a couple days prior. And so now it's starting to look like everything is premeditated.
Okay.
And so everything is planned out. And so right now, Gailey, she's in the ICU right now. She's got multiple stab wounds.
Okay.
Okay. And so now we have to decide.
So she's in ICU. She's not dead yet. Hopefully she lived, but I don't think so.
Did you plan this out, or did you go there because you wanted to talk to her and the conversation didn't go well because you were sitting in the back seat?
All right, this is where they're trying to give him the, bro, we don't think you're a bad guy. We don't think you went over to do this purposely. But what happened? Explain what happened that made this. What'd she do to you?
And things just got out of control and out of your grasp. And then when the lady came to come help her, you know, you were like, oh shit, I just got caught red-handed. And so you panicked, right? Or did you plan the whole thing? And that was your intention all along, was to stab Gailey up. And then when someone comes and intervenes, you plan to stab that gal up.
Oh, damn, he stabbed 2 ladies? That's crazy. So someone tried to stop this, and he stabbed her too.
You know, it sounds very good, but like I said, no clue what you're talking about on that end, though.
Okay, here's the thing, is we know that you loved Gailey a lot, right?
Doesn't matter.
You did.
It doesn't matter.
And then you find out that she had an affair with 5 guys, you said.
God damn, with 5 guys, bro? Bro says she was having an affair with 5 guys, like the sandwich shop, like the burger place? That's crazy.
That would break
That's a lot of fucking guys, bro.
my heart. And so...
why would you even get mad or heartbroken at that point? Like, if your girl out here fucking 5 dudes, bro, just leave, dog. Just the most thing you can do is leave. Have some self-respect, bro.
You're in a situation now where there's some hurt there, and you want her to remedy the situation. You want her to prove to you that this won't happen again. But she can't do that, right? And that's your frustration. And you're drinking, and you mentioned that you're doing coke. So maybe you're not thinking straight. I get that. I mean, you know, you have a couple cocktails and maybe you say some things that you don't mean, right? And so
I said a lot of things I don't mean.
And now the relationship is really...
Yeah, and they were all married, Ingrid. This boy, oh, my boy is the worst liar ever.
It's at a breaking point. It's either you fix it or you don't, right? And I think that you wanted to fix it, and I think that you didn't see her being able to change. Is that kind of correct?
No clue.
Like you felt like maybe she would continue this pattern that she was going down, right?
No, never.
Do you know how DNA works?
Yeah.
How?
You guys have DNA from me from my felony assault too. You guys compare the DNA and then it matches up some percentages wise or something, yeah.
Okay, so it's like a fingerprint, right?
Yeah.
It's original to you.
Yeah.
And so, do you know what we found of yours there?
No clue.
We found a hat
For real?
Yeah. And it's going to have DNA on it. And guess whose DNA it's going to be?
I don't know. You guys say it's mine?
It's going to be yours.
Okay.
And so here's the thing. Is, like I told you before, you wouldn't be in here if we didn't think it was you, right?
Understandable.
We know 100% it was you.
Okay.
And so earlier I told you I would give you the opportunity to kind of explain why these things happen, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, I can't imagine, but it would be super scary. Like, let's say you're innocent about some shit, and then the police are in there like, I know it's you. We got the evidence that it's you. Like, that shit would be frustrating, bro.
So I'm going to tell you a story. And it's kind of a dumb story, but it relates to this. Okay. There's a boy who's in the front yard, and he's throwing the ball against the house, right? He's throwing the ball. Dad told him don't do that last week, but he's still throwing the ball, right? Well, he kind of messes up and he puts the ball right through the window. And the dad looks down and he sees the ball in the window, right? And he looks out and he sees Junior out there. And he walks out and he says to Junior, did you just throw this ball through this window? And so the dad knows the answer, right? The answer is, yeah, he did throw that ball. But he's asking his son because he's going to give him two options. He can either tell the truth, and he's probably not going to get in as much trouble as if he lies, right? If he lies, he already knows that he did it because he has him dead to rights. He saw the ball, Junior's right there. And so he's giving him that option to be truthful. And so you're kind of in that position right now where we have you dead to rights, right? We know.
Oh, man, that's blessings, Red Feather. I'm so happy for you guys. Enjoy that family, man. Enjoy them.
You guys say you do.
Just listen to me. We know this is something that you've done. And so we're asking you why, because that's the only thing that we can't explain is the why, right?
Like I said, your guys' question is good as mine.
Hold on. Is this something that got out of control? Is this something that got beyond what you intended to happen? Was this something that you planned to do? Was this something that you had set up a couple days prior by breaking out windows and then waiting for her to get in the car? And so right now, here's where you're at, is you have to make a decision, right? You have to decide, do I tell the truth and I'm gonna get lumps, right? Or do I lie? And the only thing about lying,
it sounded like he was going to be like, and I'm going to get a sticker, but he changed it to lumps. He was like, either I tell the truth and I'm going to get lumps, but it sounded like he was about to say, you're going to get a sticker, bro, if you tell me the truth. I'll give you one of them little police stickers.
is that when we put this case together and people see this case, we've got DNA, we've got you on video, we have you going back home on video, we have your phone, we have all kinds of evidence, so much evidence that there's absolutely no question in our minds. And not only that, but Gailey had warned all of her roommates, listen, if you see Tony, call 911, because she was scared to death of you, okay? Okay, and there's another thing. There's what's called a crime of passion, and that's really what this is. It's where you love someone so much that, like I told you earlier, we hurt the ones we love, right? And I feel like you loved Gailey. I know you loved Gailey, and I know that you're trying to, I know you loved her, okay? I get that. I love people too. I do. I love people, and I know the position you're in. You come back, she's gone. You're like, what the fuck, right? She just left me. We were going to get married as of a week ago. She's gone. I find out she's having affairs. I want to talk to her. I want to see her. And sometimes we do stupid shit, like we break out windows, right? Because your anger is just coming out. It's coming out of you, and it manifests itself in silly things like breaking windows. I can't blame you one bit. I can't. I understand where you're coming from. I really do. Okay? And then the next time, you know, you're in her car and you're waiting for her to get in. And I think you're there because you want to talk to her, and maybe you scared.
Damn, so bro broke out her car windows and was just hiding in the car. She didn't notice the window was smashed out before she got in the car.
You know, I think there was a reason for that. And honestly, things get out of control. This is what I believe you are, is you're in a position where there's so much love there for her that you just can't be without her. And I get that, man. I understand that. We all understand that because we all are grown adults. We've all had relationships. We all love people. I mean, this is human nature, right? And that's why I said before, we hurt the ones we love.
He like, bro, basically like the cop just bullshitting. He basically saying like, yeah, I would have did this shit too, bro. Just admit to me you did it, bro, so I can help you. But either way, bro, going to jail for life. He should just admit it, because if he really cared about that girl, he wouldn't be lying like this. He would be feeling guilty. But he don't love nobody, bro. Dude's just a drug addict, sociopath. So he just trying to get away. You know what I mean? This wasn't a crime of passion or in the rage moment. He been planning this shit ever since she filed that fucking restraining order on him. That's my guess.
But we can't paint your picture for you. You know, this is your story, Tony. And when we put this stuff together and we present this, and you're here denying it, and you're saying you didn't stay there this week, but it turns out later you did, or you say that you don't go down Cedar, but then we see you on video, and you're going back and forth, and you're actually at one point looking in the bushes, and then, you know, we see you running from the crime scene into the alley. We see you prior to that, you throw something in someone's yard. I mean, dude, it is so there, and I know that you don't believe that we have it all here, but we fucking do, man. And I wouldn't be sitting here right now telling you that unless I was 100% truthful. Okay. And so I want to give you the opportunity to clarify what happened, because you are the only guy that can answer these questions. I don't think you're a horrible person, and I don't think that you're someone who's going to plan this shit. I think this shit just got out of control. You know, and Tony, I'm not here to convince you did this. I'm not.
You guys are. You guys saying you have facts and all that.
Tony.
My thing is, I'm not going to break my probation violation, so.
Yo, Stu Gotts, the ESPN legend. What you mean happy Thanksgiving, brother? It's about to be Halloween. You funny as hell, Stu. Welcome to the chat.
I'm sticking. The probation violation is worth more than all you guys.
Tony, listen, we're beyond probation, dude.
Like I said, if we are so probation, let's just go.
Bro is like, fuck it. If y'all saying what y'all really got, then arrest me. But the cops still want him to admit to this shit. Basically, if y'all just stopping in, this dude killed his ex-fiance, his mail order wife. I think she was from the Philippines or something. After she got a restraining order on him, he started domestic violence in her. And then, I think she started to see someone else, or he thought she was going to see someone else. And he snuck in her car and stabbed her like 47 times or something. So, I don't know. The cop keeps saying they have all the information. Bro's like, just arrest me then. But I think the only way they can arrest him, or the only time they're going to arrest him or let him stop talking, is if he asks for a lawyer. But he's not smart enough to ask for a lawyer. So he just keeps saying, just lock me up. But just lock me up doesn't stop the conversation with the police until he asks for a lawyer. Am I right or am I wrong?
Just lock me up and let's go and deal with it then. I don't care what picture you guys paint.
Tony, with all this evidence that I'm putting forward here,
hey man,
we're past probation, man.
Okay.
Right now, I'm the best friend that you've got.
Man, don't give me none of that. Like I said, I'm going to stick to that. I'm not going to break my probation for anyone. So if you guys say you have all the proof evidence, everything, I don't care what picture you paint.
Yeah, I'm taking my girl trick-or-treating. Last year she was too little, but this year she could walk and stuff. So we're going trick-or-treating. I like trick-or-treating. And I like stealing the candy. My baby can't really eat candy that much because she's only like 18 months or whatever. So I'm just going to use her to get a whole bunch of free candy that day. That's my plan. I love candy.
Just by you walking past her house is breaking probation.
Yes.
And that's on
what house? What house?
That's on video. It's
What
a
house?
cedar. Okay, you want one further? I've got you coming from that house in the backside of her house. I've got you looking into the bushes. Dude, if you're worried about probation.
That's crazy. I got a cousin whose birthday, a female cousin, her birthday is October 31st too. Hey, you got it right, man. What was good, Stu?
Then you are not thinking straight right now. This is so much beyond probation. We're talking about assault, first degree, ×2.
Damn.
If she dies, now you're looking at murder 1.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what murder 1 is?
I've heard of it.
Do you know what the difference between murder 1 and murder 2 is?
No.
I'm going to explain it to you. Murder 1 is when you plan it. Murder 2 is when it happens in the heat of the moment.
Murder 2, you might get out of jail like in 15, 20 years. Murder 1, that's life. But I think murder 2 can go up to 40 years if I'm correct.
You know what the difference between murder 1 and murder 2 are?
No.
Many, many years in jail. Many, many years in jail. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm here, is because I want you to tell me, is this something you planned? Is this something that happened in the heat of the moment, like I think? And only you can answer that question right now. Only you. Because for the face value, it looks really bad at face value. Okay, and I know right now you're thinking, you know, I'm going to just stick to this. I'm going to stick to this. I didn't do it. I'm going to make him prove he did it. Dude, the reason we were here is because we did.
Guys, if you're tuning in and you're new around here, definitely hit that subscribe button, man. It helps us out a lot. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. If you've been here, check out our memberships. They start at 99 cents a month. Great way to support the channel. Shout out to all the people who have sponsored today's live stream. That's Ingrid, Danola, and Ingrid, and also Lisa. Lisa sent in a gift as well. Thank you guys so much. And back to our TV show.
Proof he did it.
Okay.
Okay? 100%.
Okay, and let's go with that then.
100%.
Let's go with that.
But
there's no but. Let's just go
on
with that.
face value.
I think he's starting to come down a little bit, Jimmy James. If you would have saw him in the beginning, bro, his eyes were like popped out his head like a fucking cartoon. It was crazy.
Where we're sitting right now, we don't know the why. That's why we're here, is for the why.
Like I said, you guys are like those TV shows, the first 48 hours and stuff. The why and stuff and all this other stuff. I have no idea either. You guys,
do you know what the why? Do you know what the why fills in?
If you guys have all these facts, proof, and everything, and you guys do great investigations and everything, you guys should better figure that out. But Tony, I have no idea what you're talking about, and that's all I'm going to say.
Tony, the why determines if this turns into a murder. Is it murder 1 or is it murder 2? That's what the why determines.
I understand that, but if you guys have all this evidence right here, probation violation scares me more than anything you can say.
Do you know what a probation violation is?
Not a clue. I never dealt with it.
It's a misdemeanor.
Oh.
Do you know what a felony assault is?
Yeah, I got a felony assault too, so yeah.
Okay.
It's a felony.
So which one would you rather have, a misdemeanor or?
Yeah, Danola, the coke is wearing off. That's what I was getting at for sure.
Or a felony assault.
Misdemeanor.
Exactly. So I think you've got your mind kind of wrapped around the wrong thing here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I hear you, man. Like I said, I hear you nice and clear.
Okay.
Yeah, cocaine makes you want beer, bro. Cocaine makes you want beer and you never get drunk. Like, you don't feel drunk. You just feel the hangover the next day.
Okay. I'm going to be honest. I liked you from the minute I met you. At first, I heard that you were kind of fishing around for your glasses, but then I got to talk to you, and you know, you seem like a good dude, honestly.
Honest people get hurt the most.
Okay, and I'd agree with that. I think you were honest in your relationship with Gay Lee, and I think that she fucking betrayed you.
This interrogation we're about 40 minutes in. We've been on stream about 3 hours.
And I think she broke your heart. And you tell me that she didn't, but I don't believe that. I know when a guy's hurting, and you're hurting. I could tell. I'm a grown man. I understand this. I understand relationships, and I know exactly where you're coming from. And it sucks when you can't trust the person you love. That would be the worst feeling in the world. And you were put in that position, and you know what? You didn't do anything to deserve that. Nothing. And she fucked your relationship up. She left you hanging out to dry. You come back and you're holding the bag. That's not fair. You get kicked out of your own house. That's not fair.
Life isn't fair, man.
It isn't fair. You got dealt a bad hand here. And I understand that.
Cop's like, I understand, bro, why you murdered her. Just tell me you murdered her so I could give you murder 2 instead of murder 1. That's basically what he's playing with, bro, right now. Like, bro, you're going to jail for life or for 20-something years or for life. Which one do you want it to be? But to me, again, that's a point I always try to make. Like, you saw the last case. The lady shot the man in the back of his head while he was sleeping. On this case, the man stabbed the woman 46 times. I think he should do as much jail time, if not more, than the lady who got life. Because if this lady dies, how would you really want to go, bro? What's more peaceful? Not saying that murdering anyone is right in any way. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying from the victim's point, right? You're in your sleep, you get shot in your head, you probably don't feel, you're just dead. But this guy is a lunatic, bigger, stronger than you, beating on you, stabbing on you. Like, to me, that whole experience is a lot more scary, bro. Like, that's more brutal. You need to be locked the fuck up. Just the same way someone using a gun gets locked up. I don't understand why when people kill people with knives or bare hands that they get such lesser sentences. Like, the hate on guns is real. Like, y'all would say, like, it just don't make sense to me.
That's why where this is coming from. I get that. Right? I get that. But let's just be honest, man. We need to be honest with each other. I feel like you're just like...
Even if honesty is not going to resolve this, you don't understand.
Yeah, it's fun at first, Red Feather. Then you start looking out the window till the sun comes up and shit. Pacing around the house.
I feel like you're putting up this wall like this relationship breaking up didn't bother you. I don't buy that for a second.
Yeah, of course it bothered me, but...
Of course it did, but you keep telling me it didn't bother you. I know it bothered you.
You have to move on, man. That's the whole
Tony, I don't think that you were ready to move on. I know you weren't, and the reason I know that is because you found her. You found her, dude. That meant that you...
So here's my question. How did I find her?
I don't know. I'll tell you what I had heard. Do you want me to be honest with you?
Go.
I heard you were an IT tech.
Yeah, right.
I heard you were a computer guy.
No, I'm a computer guy, but never IT.
Okay, so that's the wrong word.
I just know how to work a computer. I know how to work a cell phone. I know how stuff works, but that's it. Now, am I a hacker or anything?
You ever notice that like smart people always be like, man, I just don't get this phone shit, or I don't get the computer. And then the dumb people always be like, yeah, man, I'm a wizard. I'm a wizard with the computer and shit. But really all they do is watch YouTube or fucking surf Facebook. You know what I
mean? Hell no.
Okay, I heard that you're good with computers. And I know that I'm not, okay? But it's not hard to find people. It's really not. I think that you guys had probably accounts together, like phone accounts.
Nope.
No?
She paid the phone bill.
Okay. Tony, I'm not gonna...
She paid the phone bill, I paid the storage. That was... Hey, they both cost the same amount. No, I'm just telling you, I'm gonna be... You guys want honesty. The way our deal worked, the cell phone bill was $357. The storage, or no, it was $256. The storage was $256. So she paid the cell phone bill. She only paid for 2 lines. The third line was free, which is my line. I paid the storage. That's why she got to use it. I added her own account. I didn't add her own account that way. I gave her access. Same thing with Adobe. She paid Windows. I paid the Adobe. They're both $14.99.
Can I stop you real quick?
Go.
Who the fuck is paying Adobe or Windows? I use Adobe. That shit is free.
And
well, you could get the free version. They got paid versions too. but then I always sign up for the paid version, and then I get the free 30-day trial, and then when I cancel it, they be like, how about you get premium again for 90 days free? And then I re-sign up. That's how I cut up the shorts.
And look at me for a second, okay? I don't know how you found her. I don't.
His alibi, Red Feather, is that wasn't him. He wasn't over there. That's that simple. That's all he got.
And to be honest with you, I don't think that matters. But listen. Your phone is downstairs.
Her phone?
Her phone.
Yeah, it's an Adobe suite online. It's for like picture editing, video editing, shit like that.
Okay. There's a phone downstairs. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into your house. We're going to look at the cameras. We're talking to your room.
Then he says she pays Windows $14.99 a month. Who the fuck pays Windows? Windows is free, bro. What the fuck? I don't even pay for an access code on Windows, bro. When I build my PC, if you ever look at my home screen, that shit still says activate Windows. Fuck that.
Roommates right now. Okay. When they heard that Gailey was in the hospital, one of them started crying. And
yeah, Ingrid, I don't know, because I got 3 cell phones and home internet on the same account, and my shit is $275.
You know, we're going to figure all kinds of things out. You said you don't wear hats. You said you have 2 hats that are hanging up. When I talk to your roommates, what are they going to say, right?
They're going to tell you the same thing.
What are they going to say about you walking in the morning? What are they going to say about this and that, right? So there's so much gaps we're going to fill in later.
They're going to tell you the truth.
Red Feather, you're right. Xbox Live account, you're right. That's probably what it is.
We're going to fill all those gaps in later. But I'm being honest with you because I haven't lied to you once tonight. Okay? I don't know how you found her, but you did. And that's all that matters. Okay? And thing is, the guy across the street had a Ring camera.
I know.
Okay? The guy had a Ring camera. We've reviewed all that video.
I know.
That's how I know everything about what was going on.
Then you have the house next door that has a door.
I was just thinking that, Red Feather. She even caught me on the counter. It wasn't me.
Doorbell cam too. You have the house next door that has a doorbell cam. You have my house that has 6 cameras. I know every house that you know.
So you know the house across her street had the camera, right?
Yeah, the lady with the red car, or they have the red SUV, the white Volkswagen Jetta, and another SUV.
And where's that at?
Right there in front.
Of what? What streets?
I'm not sure which streets, to be honest.
Okay, what area?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay, so Tony, you obviously know where she lives because you just told us that you knew where the cameras were and you just described them.
Tony tries to outsmart the detectives, framing his responses as if he knows more than they do. But the harder he pushes this image of superiority, the more he slips. He insists on proving his intelligence, over-explains, and in the process, leaks extra details. What should sound confident instead reveals cracks, contradictions piling up as his story unravels.
Bro said, I know all the cameras you know. Like, I've been walked around that neighborhood before I plotted this murder.
She's going to. She's gonna die. Her brain activity is minimal. They got her on basically life support right now, and that's the only thing keeping her alive.
My heart goes out to her family. My heart goes out to her.
So when she dies, and then they look at this, what we present them,
you know,
it is not good, man.
It's not good anyway. It's never been good.
It's not good.
It's never been good. That's why I'm like, it's never been good. The way you guys explain it, it doesn't sound good one way or another. There's no light. There's no lighter of, there's no better, or wait, what is that saying? There's no.
He's trying to say there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Bro, dumb as fuck.
Story I told you?
Yeah, window.
That was for a reason. Because you're in that situation right now. It's like, do you own it or do you lie? That's your situation.
So how long are you guys gonna be holding me for?
Tony, did I answer your question?
You answered my question, but I asked another question. How long am I gonna be held for?
As you can see, Tony shows no sense of guilt. His ego is so inflated that even when confronted with clear evidence, he
thinks he's so intelligent, bro. He like, I'm gonna say the magic words and get the fuck out of here. Watch.
They take you. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna have the officers take you down. Let you go to the back and smoke, okay?
Okay.
I'm not gonna go with you. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay.
And then when
I wouldn't even give him no fucking cigarette, bro. What the fuck? He hasn't given y'all shit. Maybe y'all should offer him some McDonald's or something, and then he'll tell.
That's damn near insanity because you're making a mistake and still doing the same thing with the same outcome and still doing it. Repeat.
Right. So they kind of put you in a tailspin there?
My mind, since I found out all this, I've been fighting myself on how to cope, how to deal. I don't want to do medication because I grew up a warded state of Illinois, so they had me medicated to vegetable point. 16 different pills. I couldn't even stay awake. I could wake up and go back to bed.
Let me ask you this question here. So, I mean, what was your end game here with her when you went to her house the second time?
I just wanted to talk. I just wanted to find out why. I want to know why. She said, I don't accept responsibility for my actions, but you don't accept responsibility. I take responsibility for my act. You always avoid it like your family do. You guys just blow it over. I don't do that. I confront, I deal, I come up with solutions. That's my answer to everything. I didn't have no end game. I didn't have no plan. I just wanted to find out why.
Did you know what had happened to her?
No.
When you were done?
No.
Okay.
You may notice Tony's composure beginning to slip. One major change is his voice. It becomes thinner, quieter, and trembles with every word. Experts in criminal behavior explain this as a natural reaction to stress. Fear and anxiety tighten the vocal cords, causing the voice to shake. Even during the brief pause, the weight of his confession presses down, showing in every tone and hesitation.
How many times did you stab her?
I don't know, like I said.
What do you think?
Maybe 5 or 10.
Okay. And where at?
Like here. There's somewhere.
Okay. What were you trying to accomplish when you did that?
I don't know.
What is it? You know how we talked about?
Yeah.
You know, you hurt the ones you love.
No.
What did you think was going to happen?
I thought that we were going to talk.
Well, no, after you stabbed her, what did you think was going to happen?
I don't know. I thought that she got hurt and got scared a little and then think about it. That's all. I didn't think about nothing else.
Did you think she'd come back to you if you stabbed her? I mean, I'm not sure what your mindset was.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I just wanted to talk.
Mm-hmm.
And then when that other person was standing on the side, I didn't see it. It just got from left to right immediately.
Tell me about your interaction with that lady.
I don't know that lady.
What happened though? I mean, you said that she's. Yeah.
I think he's starting to confess right now. He's starting to confess right now, Jimmy. He just admitted to stabbing her. I'm about to replay it.
Why? You called him over there. You was communicating with him. You had the intention. Your intention was to fuck him so you can hurt me because I was hurting you mentally. I said mentally and physically are two different things. I said
he wouldn't hurt that. Her fucking him doesn't hurt you physically. It hurts you emotionally, which would be along the same lines as hurting someone mentally.
And you told him my schedule. I read the text. You gave him my schedule. You gave him pictures of our dog. You gave him pictures of your car and everything. Like, it was nothing. I said, how could you? Do you even know how that all looks when I'm reading this? That's insane. That's damn near insanity because you're making a mistake and still doing the same thing with the same outcome and still doing it. Repeat.
Right. So they kind of put you in a tailspin there?
my mind, since I found out all this, I've been fighting myself on how to cope, how to deal. I don't want to do medication because I grew up awarded state of Illinois, so they had me medicated to vegetable point. 16 different pills. I couldn't even stay awake. I could wake up and go back to bed.
Let me ask you this question here. So, I mean, what was your end game here with her when you went to her house the second time?
I just wanted to talk. I just wanted to find out why. I want to know why. She said, I don't accept responsibility for my actions, but you don't accept responsibility. I take responsibility for my act. You always avoid it like your family do. You guys just blow it over. I don't do that. I confront, I deal, I come up with solutions. That's my answer to everything. I didn't have no end game. I didn't have no plan. I just wanted to find out why.
Did you know what had happened to her?
No.
When you were done?
No.
Okay.
You may notice Tony's composure beginning to slip. One major change is his voice. It becomes thinner, quieter, and trembles with every word. Experts in criminal behavior explain this as a natural reaction to stress.
Oh yeah, he's stressed out. He know he not going to jail. He thought if I just deny everything, they only gonna get me for this misdemeanor probation violation. But they got him talking. They was taking him to, once he found out he was going to jail for murder no matter what, he wanted to start making it look like murder 2 instead of murder 1.
Fear and anxiety tighten the vocal cords, causing the voice to shake. Even during the brief pause, the weight of his confession presses down, showing in every tone and hesitation.
How many times did you stab her?
I don't know, like I said.
What do you think?
Maybe 5 or 10.
Okay. And where at?
Like here. There's somewhere.
Okay. What were you trying to accomplish when you did that?
I don't know.
What is it? You know how we talked about?
Yeah.
You know, you hurt the ones you love.
No.
What did you think was going to happen?
I thought that we're...
Good call, Danola. He about to try to get his insanity case going now. He about to flip it.
We're going to talk.
Well, no, after you stabbed her, what did you think was going to happen?
I don't know. I thought that she got hurt and got scared a little and then think about it. That's all. I didn't think about nothing else.
Did you think she'd come?
Yeah, she's on life support now. They said that the hospital's keeping her alive and it's looking like she's going to pass. That's what the police told him.
Back to you if you stabbed her? I mean, I'm not sure your mindset was.
Bro said, what'd you think was going to happen after you stabbed her? She was going to come back? Like y'all was going to get back together?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I just wanted to talk. And then when that other person was standing on the side, I didn't see it. It just got from left to right immediately.
Tell me about your interaction with that lady.
I don't know that lady.
What happened though? I mean, you said that she's yelling at you.
She was standing on the side in front smoking a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
Gailey came to open up her truck and I jumped out to talk to her and she tried running.
You were in the trunk?
I was in the trunk.
Okay.
I wasn't in the back. I was in the trunk.
Okay.
Bro was hiding in the trunk of the car and then he popped out like a jack in the box, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, he came there to kill her, bro. He came there to kill her, bro.
Okay. Because her other windows are busted, I didn't think about that, so she came to put her bag in the trunk.
Okay. And when you jump out, tell me what happens then.
I said, hey, yo, just give me a second and I'll leave. I just need to clear something out of my head on, was our whole relationship just a game to you?
Mm-hmm.
Did it mean anything to you?
Why do people be like, I need closure? Bro, fuck closure. All the closure you need is that person don't want to be with you no more. Why even put yourself through the pain to have them explain why you're not good enough for them, bro? That I don't get it.
Or what? And then the other lady started calling the cop.
Did you start stabbing her at that point?
No, it was like I told the other lady, just go back inside and let me and her talk, but the other lady wasn't listening. And that's when I pulled out the knife, and I said, hey, go back in the damn house. But then I seen her recording me, and I was like, shit, more people. No time. The cops already on the way. There's no time. That's all I knew.
And is that when you started stabbing Gailey?
That's when I started stabbing Gailey, yes.
Okay. Was she outside the vehicle or inside the vehicle?
Outside the vehicle.
Okay. And where was she standing at?
Open the trunk.
So she's still by the trunk?
She's still by the trunk. I jumped out. We're both standing by the trunk.
Okay. And what kind of knife did you have?
It was a DeWalt one I found.
Okay. Did you find it at your house, or where'd you find it?
I found it. My roommate and me found it. Lee, when he was my roommate, we found it when we went to pick and pull out in Stillicum or somewhere.
Can you describe it to me?
Black. It's not a long knife. It's like.
Is it a fixed blade or is it like a?
It's a pocket flip.
It's a fold out. It's a work knife. It's a DeWalt.
Yeah.
It's probably a black blade with like a yellow trim on the handle.
Where's it at now?
It's in the drain. It's everything's in the drain. The lady's cell phone. I walked down the alley. I threw everything
in the drain.
Every time I found the drain, I do one thing there, and I do the phone in a different drain.
Okay.
And I walked like.
Okay.
To try. I didn't take the main street. I took the back roads to get to the keto spot, and then I walked from there down.
What the fuck is a keto?
So now you've stabbed Gailey, and then I understand you run around, but then you come back, and the lady with the phone still there. Tell me about.
Hey, I hope that the ceasefire in Gaza happens, but I don't know, bro. Like, I'm not on either side of that war. Like, I don't support Israel, and I do want the Gaza children to get food and stop getting bombed, but I don't know the history of those two countries to sit there and say who's right or wrong. You know what I mean? I just hope that the ceasefire actually happens, because recently we've seen these wars get called off, or these peace treaties supposedly be happening, and then all of a sudden someone else fires off another bomb, bro, and then we're back at square one. So I'll believe it when I see it, bro. I'll believe it when I see it. That's how I feel about it.
What happened then?
The lady with the phone was up here yelling on the ground and still had the cops. I stabbed her to try to get the phone out of her hand because she wouldn't let it go.
Okay. And you did that because she was recording you?
I was just trying to take her phone.
Okay.
And she wouldn't let it go.
Where did you stab her at?
In the head.
And anywhere else?
I think maybe I only remember the hand.
Okay.
But it could have been twice.
Okay. She was stabbed in the head.
So the head, when she would let go, I tried one more time to hit her in order to pull the phone out of her hand because she had a bear grip on that baby.
Okay. And so Gailey was stabbed 37 times.
What?
To include in her eyeball.
Holy fuck. 37 times, bro? That poor woman, dog. Do you know how painful that must be? Getting stabbed in the eyeballs and shit?
Can you tell me about that?
Like I said, I blacked out mentally. I was past the point of heated. I was already fucking drunk. I was already,
Okay.
I just only slept an hour. And then I, just sat there reading and stuff, thinking. And then I just I'm going to go for a walk.
When you came back and grabbed the phone from the gal and stabbed her, where was Gailey at that time?
I think she was up there on the ground near her car with the passenger side door open, trying to get in to lock it, but there's no window. And I ran back. Her green jacket was on the ground.
Okay. And then the bag that's at your house, the gray bag with the blood and the registration?
The blue bag.
Blue. Is that from... What incident is that from? Is that from the window breaking, or is that from the stabbing incident?
The blue bag, the bag that's in there, they're both in the fan box in the closet in the master bedroom. Or not?
Yeah, Ingrid, I agree. Yeah, I try to stay away from political stuff because they're both assholes on both sides, bro. Like, you know what I mean? If you think you're gonna elect somebody and they're gonna change the world for you in a better way, you're wrong, bro. They don't give a fuck. It don't matter if you're Democrat or Republican. They're all fucking liars, bro.
Not master.
They just sell us dreams. Like what I always say, it don't matter what side you pick, bro. You're picking your own demise. Like, let's say you vote Republican. They might have one or two things you support. But for the majority of the bill, you have no fucking clue. And all that shit goes to the rich people. Same with the Democrats. Say you're like, hey, I support Democrats, and you vote for the Democrats. And then they're like, hey, we got all this money for the people. But what happens is that money never gets to the people. They just steal it. Like, they just steal it and make up all these fake corporations and fake fucking nonprofits. And they just keep the money, bro. So it doesn't matter. Like, it's fucking lose-lose situation. There's no point in arguing with someone over that. And now there was a point where I was a little more like, oh, this is what's right for America. But as shit played out, I just feel like an idiot, bro. I feel like I got played. And you know what I'm saying? I'm done voting, bro. I will never vote again, bro.
We had the second smallest room because we let Lee have the big room. The room to the right by itself.
Yeah, they found it.
There's the blue bag was from the window break-in, the one with the gloves and all that crap.
Okay.
The backpack was from the second incident.
Okay. The blue bag with the gloves in it. What's the outside of that look like?
I think we all went through that, age in our 20s where we're like, politics are so important. And then you realize it doesn't really matter who's in office. I'll put it like this, bro. My grandma, my dad's mother, she was an immigrant. She was an immigrant from Greece. And all she did, she never finished school. She had to work to help her family when they moved to America. So from the age of like 15 to like 60 something years old, I want to say, she worked in a fucking shoe factory. And I remember my dad telling me a story, and he was like telling her she needed to vote for this guy. I forget who the person was. I forget who it was, but he was like in college and telling her like how important voting was and politics were, and they could change the system and all this other shit. You know what my grandma told my dad? She said, Norm, it don't matter who the fuck's in office, who's the president. I'm still going to work at the shoe factory. So I really don't care. And honestly, that's the truth, bro. Grandma, RIP. Never got to meet her, but I've heard a lot of cool stories about her.
It's like a lightish bluish white, I think.
Okay.
They're both in the box in the room.
Can I ask you why did you keep those?
I was looking for information.
Like what?
I don't know. I was just looking through to see what she was doing.
Okay.
I was just looking, trying to see what was she doing. Because a friend of mine had called me and said that she rented a hotel room. I was like, what the fuck already?
Right.
That's what set me off was when he said that. I was like, what? I said, how could she all?
Would it be fair to say this statement here? If I can't have her, no one can. Is that kind of the mentality you had?
I promised her when we first started going out that if any of us fuck each other over, I'm ride and die for life for her. And that's pretty much, that's what we both agreed on. But it didn't turn out that way.
So the way I interpret that statement is that if you don't get her, nobody gets her. Is that kind of what that means?
No, it means if one person hurts the other one and it comes down to pain, we both die together.
Is that what your intention was when you went there?
My intention was just to talk.
Okay. But then
bro was on some Romeo and Juliet shit, bro. That's a fucking story, bro. You can't just kill people.
Turned into stabbing.
It turned into a stabbing because the other lady was there.
Did you think about killing yourself?
I've tried to kill myself.
What'd you do?
I drank that drain cleaning stuff, the black one, the strongest one.
Is this recently?
That was the same day.
Same day.
I went and did some coke, I drank, and then
Bro, lying, bro. If you drank fucking Drano, you would be dead instantly. That shit would dissolve your whole throat and fucking esophagus. Literally. I used to work at Home Depot, bro.
Started doing some shots of that. I was trying to destroy myself.
Okay. Now the hat that was left behind, that was your hat, correct?
The yellow one, yeah.
Okay.
With the whitish gray. I got that at Job Corps a long time ago. Since we're in Wisconsin, it's winter, gets cold, and that was a part of our stuff they give us.
Okay, when I see you running across the street, you're carrying a bag. Is that your bag or is that Kaylee's bag?
That's Kaylee's bag.
Okay. When you're going back home, I see you wearing dark clothing. Did you take items of clothing off?
I took off my hoodie. I took off my hoodie and my brown jacket.
Okay.
I had a gray hoodie and a brown jacket, yes. I took them off along the way.
And then what were you wearing when you got to your house?
Just black overalls.
Black overalls. So like it wasn't like just naked body and then overalls? It was a shirt?
Did I have a shirt on underneath it? I don't remember if I had a shirt on underneath it or not. Like I said, I didn't.
Why did you take the tops off?
They had blood all over them.
Okay, did you do anything with those?
I threw the clothes. I threw one in there. It was recycle. It was yard waste day or whatever, recycle. I threw one in the first garbage I went by, or recycling, or yard waste bin I was out. I threw another one a couple houses down in the next one. Okay. I threw the knife down the first drain I seen. I threw the cell phone down a different drain, and I just walked.
Okay. I appreciate you.
Like I said, I'm not going to run and hide. You know, I've been confronting. I've been trying to figure out how to communicate this to you guys. Yes.
Bro, lying, bro, switched up. Bro, like 90 minutes ago, bro, was like, take me to jail. Fuck it, just arrest me. You ain't got shit on me, just take me to jail. And now he like, I've been trying to figure out a way to articulate what happened. Fuck out of here.
I can't.
Stop the cap.
Well, you know, I respect you because you stood up and, like we talked before, you know, when you make a bad decision, you still own it.
You have to. If you don't own it, then you're just running away and you're doing everything everybody else does. And I don't like running away from good or bad. You know, when I do something good or I do something bad, I'm going to take it. You know, I'm going to fess up. I'm going to stand by it. Yeah. And I don't agree with whatever way my mind goes. But all I have is my own mind.
So I want to just clarify a couple things with you.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to pull up a Google map of the area that she lives in. And I'm going to orientate you to it real quick.
Okay.
Bro, why that look like some Kareem Abdul-Jabbar glasses? They got the sports goggles.
Said I really am sorry for her and her family. But I don't know why it got that far.
Well,
but like I said, it doesn't matter why, it's the outcome of.
Yeah, you know, but I think the why does bring closure too, honestly.
Not to me.
Not to you, but to others it does.
My boy Lou Alcindor, they got him.
I hope it does.
Okay, and that's why we brought you in here. Okay, so this is 12. You live about down here.
Yeah.
This is kind of the vicinity that she lives in, I believe. Right here.
Okay.
That's the alley. You cross the alley here.
Bro's bald mark is like a fucking fingerprint, bro. Nobody has this pattern of baldness but this guy. I've never seen that.
I went all the way down. I went all the way down the alley. Is that the alley or the street?
That's the alley.
Yeah. One house, first thing of clothing. Second thing of clothing is down here.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I went this way, started cutting because I heard ambulance and fire department and cops.
Okay.
So I either went this way or I went up one more and then I started cutting down this way.
Okay. And where did the knife would be?
It would be somewhere in this vicinity in the drain hole. The cell phone and the knife are like a block apart.
Okay. And what's the drain look like? Is it
It's the little metal ones, yeah, just for water to go in.
Okay.
You just on the side of the curb. Okay. I threw the cell phone down one, I threw the knife down the other. Okay. Like I said, I walked back different that way because I kept hearing sirens and stuff.
Okay, so when you had thrown that item into the yard, what was that?
I threw it into the recycling bin or the yard waste bin.
It was his shirt. He said he threw his shirt that had blood on it.
One of them was the brown jacket.
The jacket, yeah, my bad.
No, this is from the night that the windows were broken. I see you at 4 a.m. You cross the street and you throw something into someone's yard.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Probably what he used to break the window.
Don't worry about that.
And I'm not sure the night that the windows were broken. I think it was the rest of the spark plugs because I broke 2 spark plugs only.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He used the spark plug to break the window because if you throw a spark plug through glass, it don't make a lot of noise. It's not like if you just smash it with a hammer. It's like, and then you can bust out the window. Like it'll put a hole in the glass. I don't know why spark plugs do that, but they do. And I remember in Vegas, there was a ring of people who were throwing spark plugs through business doors after they closed. And then they would get into the business and steal some shit.
Okay. Where'd you get those spark plugs?
From my Jetta. When I took apart the Jetta, like I said, I put so much money and time into it. I exchanged everything out. I replaced everything myself.
Okay. And then we went up on a 206 number. Is that your number?
No.
Do you have a cell phone?
Same number I always had.
What's the number that you want to talk?
253.
And it was
9910.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my cell phone.
Okay, we have you at St. Joe's for 4 hours. What are you doing at St. Joe's?
I never been to St. Joe's. That's what I'm telling you. Her phones, if she signed in on her device, since she's the account holder, if she signed in on her device, it'll show that number on whatever she signed into, and you can sign in to more than one account with digits.
Nah, Red Feather. Nah, not me.
Like I said, digits that have all our accounts there. You click the thing to turn them on, and you can look at each one as an individual. Anything that was sent or anything you do on that phone, you can see on the other phone. So I've never had my GPS on. You know, I've always kept the GPS off. I've never had it on. So if I seen that too, that somebody was at St. Joe's. That wasn't me.
So at 8:45, a gray Jetta.
Yeah, earlier he said he didn't have a cell phone. But then he said his girlfriend paid the cell phone bill. And he paid the storage bill.
Pulls out. Is that you?
No, I haven't, the Jetta we haven't had in over a month.
Who has it?
My friend father has been using it because I let him use it since I lost my job to get back and forth to work since he didn't have a vehicle. And we let him use it. We let him use it we let him use it until this week. You know, we gave him a time. Me and her together would talk to him, and we talked to him in person at my place.
Bro, this never happened. Nobody lets anybody borrow a car for months. You might let your friend use your car to run some errands for the day, but to be like, I don't have a job no more, you can just use my car for free for like 6 months, that's not true. That's never happened.
We gave him a time on how long we'll let him use it for. So we gave him permission. That's why we canceled the police report the first time and the insurance claim on it, because we gave him permission to utilize it for this long.
Okay. You said that you had a knife, a little Craftsman knife.
DeWalt.
Was that open when you were talking to her in your hand?
No.
So you pulled it out and then you opened it, or can you explain that to me?
It was in my back pocket closed. And when I seen that other lady about to get involved, I pulled it out.
Okay. And why did you have a knife with you?
I always have a knife on me. It's protection, it's self-defense. My jobs I work, I use the knife to cut the plastic and stuff off.
Can you give us 1 minute?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back.
Yep.
Do you need anything?
Just flip-flops or something. And I said, this isn't jail, I know, so.
I might be able to get you like some little socks and things.
Okay, yeah, that'll work. I can look.
All right, Tony. We just have a few more things, okay? We're almost,
Great.
Yeah.
Bro, dumb as hell though. He was like, I turned the GPS off on my phone, thinking that like, bro, they don't use the GPS to track us. They use the fucking cell towers. Like, you know what I mean? They use the cell towers. So even if you turn off your GPS function on your phone, when you place a call or reach the internet or anything, bro, like just drive from one tower to the next, it's gonna give you an idea of where the fuck you are, even without GPS on. Dude thinks he's so smart. He swear he thought he had this shit planned out. He planned this whole shit, even disposing of everything when he walked away. I know he was hiding in her trunk, bro. What the fuck else was his plan?
Hoodie. And then I'm not sure which way I went. I'm not sure if I took this way, if I went up and then start turning. I think it was this street. And I started zigzagging because I ended up at a weird street that didn't. You had to go this way, to go that way, to go back that way. I think it was here. Slow train. Maybe there. Cell phone. And then I'm not sure like which drain I threw it in. It could have been down Junior. It could have been.
Hey, do y'all ever get like random ass scam likely calls, bro? I be getting like 60 voicemails a week from just random shit. Like, look, hey, your monthly payment is estimated to be $400 to talk to a funding advisor. Like, what the fuck is that, bro? Like, I don't even know what that is.
Cell phone and then a different drain. I know it's all the same way. Maybe here's another drain. But I'm not sure if it's here or here.
So it's either Jeanette or Pine, but it's within a block of each other?
Yeah, I was just taking off stuff and throwing stuff as I was walking, trying to get rid of stuff, but not throw it on the ground. That's why you guys see me turn back, because I realized I didn't have that.
Yeah.
I don't remember where it was.
Okay. Do you mind just initialing and dating this for us?
Just today?
It's November 10th. Perfect. Thank you.
I haven't seen him since I went home in 20. No, like I said, I don't even remember her hand because I was trying to pull the phone out of her hand.
Okay.
She was laying down.
Yeah, I never answer them, Snoop, but they always leave me a fucking voicemail. Now I have like 60 voicemails I have to erase off my phone.
I was trying to pull the phone, but she had a thing.
She was laying down, like on the ground?
She had balled up. When I got in front of her, she tried pushing, then she fell down, and then that's when I stabbed her in the hand to pull the phone, but she didn't let go.
Okay. When you got the phone away from her, you said, did you delete the call log or?
No, I just hung up.
You just hung up?
I just hung up the phone, took the phone.
Okay.
Then I walked off.
And that's when into the drain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or no, the clothes and stuff first.
Well, yeah.
And then, yeah.
Okay.
Did you go into water, you think?
Yeah.
Gailey's dad.
Raining.
Same with the night.
Or that you think that we haven't covered?
I told you guys, man. I told you guys everything.
In August 2023, after trial, Tony got life without parole for the murder. Tacked on 24 more years for the near kill on the Good Samaritan, deadly weapon boost included. Gailey's dad, Gilbert, sued Tacoma PD December 23, 2024 for dropping the ball on those violation calls, but that's family business now. Tony sits in Washington State Pen, the knife long melted down, videos dusted as evidence. Case closed, one way or another.
Everything is premeditated.
You bet.
Yo, we got justice on both our cases today. Shout everybody out, man. That's going to be today's episode. Thank you for hanging out and chilling. We just did a 3-hour and 43-minute stream. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you got post notifications on for when we go back live in about 3 to 4 hours. We'll be back live for our late night show. So definitely check that out. I want to thank all today's sponsors. Shout y'all out. Shout out Lisa. Shout out Ingrid. She was the MVP of today's sponsors. Shout out to Nola. And shout out Lisa. Man, shout out everybody who helped sponsor today's episode. Keeping lights on around here. Really appreciate that. It does make all the difference, whether you're donating $1, 10 cents, $100, all of it adds up. So thank everybody who was appreciative and was able to do so. If you're not able to do so, don't worry. Just tune in and hit that like button and we'll be good to go. Appreciate all you guys. I love each and every one of you. Shout out to the MVPs of today's chat. And peace and love. I'll see you on the next one. Cue the outro music. I forgot that.
And the art of punches when you can throw two punches that sound like one. You can throw punches. You can hear them. There were two, but they sound like fucking one punch. Oh, they don't understand. Anybody that hears this understand art of fighting. They know what I'm saying. He do two punches that sound like one.
Hey, shout out Crafty. You know we like when the members show up to the live stream. Thanks for saying hi, Craft.